soldier. Give me space and I'm in a good place. Very serious, mysterious, mind makes right. In for the fight. Starlight out on starlight out on starlight outlaw, cosmic soldier. Give me space and I'm in a good place. Very serious, mysterious, mind makes right. In for the fight. Starlight outlaw. Starlight outlaw.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Feel free to hit the link if you guys want. That would be diddly awesome. If you guys want to hit the link and come on. But today's show, I'm sorry, I'm still sharing. You know, I can't talk and chew bubblegum at the same time. I'm still sharing the link out to my peeps. And we're almost done. But today's show, I was on Be Braves. We're talking about the market with Ryan. What's up, Vividness? We was talking about the stock, not the stock. We were talking about money with Ryan, and you know I love Ryan to death. I called him a parasite. I got to fuck with the homies that I like to mess with because Ryan's fun to mess with. But Ryan also is kind of like Flo in the aspect that he wants to teach people about the stock market and make sure that people understand that they too can do it as well. I just disagree with the premise of how we do these things. But today's show, actually, I was going to talk about space travel and like moon, specifically the moon, because that tends to get people worked up. I may not be going long on this stream, especially if I'm by myself. But I'm thinking about doing more IRL content, especially with Tucker, because he's a pretty boy. He is currently in his little spot on my desk, and he is messing with things. But he is a cute, pretty boy. He's my buddy. So let's get this started. How big is Tucker? I don't know. When I took him a few months ago, he was already 100 pounds. I think maybe about 150. He's a big, fast motherfucker. So I don't know. I got to take him to the vet again, get him checked out, make sure he's doing okay. Because him's a good boy. If by how big, he's a mastiff, right? No, he's a boxer pit mix. That's the majority of what he is. He's got a couple other things in him, but it's mainly boxer and pit. He may be part mastiff. I'm not sure. I'm not very good at dog breeds. I do know one thing that my cousin has a English bulldog mixed with a pit bull that is the cutest thing. Like she's the cutest thing, and I'm gonna breed Tucker with her because like they would make very beautiful puppies. So, what's up, Craig? Have you
Hello,
heard
brother.
of the dog warts question? I have not heard of the dog warts question.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Tucker is a tall, lanky fucker for his breed, but he's built very sturdy. I do that masculine thing where you pop him on the side and you're like, that's a sturdy dog. That's a sturdy dog. He's a good boy. Yes, he is. He finally come out from his spot so I can rest my legs under my desk. He's like, let me back in my spot, old man. I was relaxed and warm.
Yeah.
You can be warm on your bed.
Damn, that bath was hot.
But
Sorry, I literally not long ago just had a bath and it was boiling hot.
see, I took a hot ass shower this morning and I felt great. Sorry I was late, everybody. The show was supposed to be earlier, but I overslept and I went on Be Braves after I took Tucker out. What are you doing? Go get in your spot. Go ahead. Go ahead, get in your spot. Go.
The wife's currently in the bathroom. I'm just waiting for her to get out. Not feeling too great today.
I've been sick. I'm even still sick today, but I am trying to get over it.
Yeah.
I think it's the changing of the weather.
Well, there is a bug going around.
True.
I was going to watch the last 3 episodes of it. I think I'm 3 or 4 episodes of Stranger Things.
How are you liking Stranger Things?
I love it. And that's no lie. I actually love it. I'm currently, I've already watched the first 4 episodes of season 5. That was like weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I just downloaded the other 3.
Imperious. That's mean. And I take it Imperious does not like Stranger Things. There's a video for. I personally don't like it either, but I don't shit on other people for liking things. Entertainment is it's not subjective because there are things that we all universally find fun.
Yep.
But it's also not for everybody.
No.
Certain things, like the things that actually horrify me, right, is hide and seek and tag, right? Those are universal games across human populations all over the world that children find fun. Think about for a second, though, why they would find those things fun. It's literally training you to hide from invaders and evil people that want to kill you.
Yeah.
Welcome to Derry was good. See, I don't like Pennywise. I'm not scared of the shit or anything, but I just don't like the Stephen King's works in general. I'm not afraid of clowns. In fact, I would. I'm part of that cult that's. Hold on, let me see if I can still have it. Damn it! I deleted it out of here. I used to have a meme that said there's a cult trying to make clowns sexy, and it was like 2 really hot chicks in clown makeups being slutty. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm part of that cult.
Would love to.
Look, all I'm saying is I would fuck a chick dressed up like a clown just because if I squeezed her boob, I would want it to honk. That's the only thing. Let me not talk like a degenerate because I'm trying to be better. But that just would make me laugh.
Can I squeeze your tit to see if it goes?
Yeah, pretty much. If she's dressed as a clown but her tits don't go honk honk, then she's not a real clown. It ruins it. No,
if I
ruins.
try to squeeze the wife's tits, she'll slap me in the face.
Oh, that's crazy.
And that's no joke.
Like, look. I am an FBI agent. I am a female body inspector. All right. It's the law, damn it.
Yeah, strip search.
Strip search. That's funny. I'm looking. See, when I want to find the videos for reference, I can
You ever
never
seen the
find
movie Soul Plane?
Soul Plane. Yeah,
The bit
the plane with
lady-
hydraulics kills me. It makes me laugh.
that film is so funny. Strip search is like, you've taken all the metal off of me, but she wasn't after that. She wanted this big long schlong.
That's crazy.
Cavity search.
Dennison says this one thing. I don't know if it's from Soul Plane or if it's from Family Guy, but when we're talking about the police doing strip searches, he'd be like, "Excuse me, sir, I gotta check your asshole." I can't remember if it's from Family Guy or fucking Soul Plane.
Family Guy.
But like, oh my god, like, oh, you weren't here, Craig, when we were watching the cop search where they were searching this random black dude. And like the cop shoved his finger up the black guy's asshole after like feeling on his nuts for like 20 minutes. It was awful. Like it was fucking literal evil. And why I don't like cops.
Yeah. Oh, I do like that bit. I was just looking up a clip of it. And you got the two stewardess, not stewardess, the security guards at the airport. They've got on the plane and they saw a bloke who looks a bit like a terrorist. Do you know the bit I'm on about?
Not really. But I finally found the video that I want to share. So I want to say this. I am extremely excited as far as science and space exploration goes for the next few years.
Yeah.
Because the possibilities are endless. And the reason that I really, when I talk bad on the private sector, and hello D, how are you doing? How are you doing? That is a robot woman. I enjoyed my time over at Mr. B Braves. Oh, hold on.
He tasted like chocolate.
No. Ay, Dios mío.
Oh, get the fuck out.
What is he doing? Watch him.
You ain't going nowhere without us, Osama. If you got to go to the bathroom, we going with you. She holding and I'm shaking, player. That's right. It's cool, y'all. We got this. We security up in here. Look.
That is fucking hilarious.
That was the bit I was on about. Don't you remember that?
I do. It was the Arab guy. Yeah. But I'm excited about space exploration, and I'm willing to argue with people about the existence of the moon and flat and round Earth for the next 20 to 30 minutes. Not going to be a long stream, but I do want to talk about my happiness and love for space exploration. So, basically, I have a video where this is the reason I pause when I bitch about privatization and private companies. Because Elon Musk and SpaceX have a working plan to use regolith from the moon to construct a moon base out of the rockets that they are sending to the moon. So, I have this video here that we can review.
In 2028, Elon Musk plans to start something absolutely insane on the moon. SpaceX's Moonbase Alpha, built
in 8 ways, gas mask. How you guys doing? We're talking about the moon today.
Entirely from the Starship rocket itself, will mark humanity's first real step toward living off-world. Musk even gave it a clever name, Auda City, a mix of Audacity and Lunar City, and it fits perfectly. This base will sit right on the rim of Shackleton Crater, where the sunlight never fades, and frozen water can be turned into rocket fuel. And it's going to be packed with cutting-edge tech we've never seen before. For the first time, NASA's dream of a lunar base might actually become reality. This time, with Elon-level ambition and far fewer PowerPoint slides. So how will SpaceX start this off using just one Starship? Let's find out in today's episode of Tech Map. According to SpaceX's website, Starship cargo flight.
Thank you very much, Lawrence. How are you doing? Lawrence is sending support. I love your streams. Thank you, Lawrence. Sheen says Thunderfoot debunks everything Elon does, especially SpaceX. Thunderfoot is a whiny atheist, and I don't listen to him anymore. There were a few things that I agreed wholeheartedly with him about, like solar freaking roadways and the fucking water bottle that pulled water from the air type shit. Like, there are just some things that scientifically don't exist, but he's just a liberal that hates Elon, and Elon has working concepts for everything that he's done. So I don't care. Again,
there's a lot of people who hate Elon. Personally, technology-wise, I think he's the future of the whole world.
Well, the thing is, like, he actually has working concepts for the things that he's doing. It's not like solar freaking roadways where it's like a GoFundMe or a. Speaking of GoFundMe, if you guys would like to contribute to the rebuild on the house, the link is posted right there. Thank you again for the dono, Lauren. Lawrence, my bad.
Last night about I'll see what I can do when I get paid, and I'll send you something.
I appreciate that, Craig. Thank you very much.
It won't be much. It literally won't be much, but I'll try.
Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps, and I whether it's 5 cents, $5, 500, 5,000, I don't care. I appreciate every little bit, and it all helps towards the rebuild. But yeah, no. Elon Musk has like working concepts for everything, but the very ambitious stuff like this. And do I think the fanciful technology? Go ahead.
Sorry, he had a little girl. There was a little girl dying of cancer. And Elon Musk was she was his biggest fan. Yeah, and she died of cancer, right? And then she drew a little picture for him, right? And he actually sent it up in a rocket. And he actually named, I can't remember what the little girl's name was, but he actually named the rocket after her. He did.
That would be epic. If he does ever get this city on the moon or Mars, maybe he should name it after her. That would be a very beautiful tribute, because even if it fails, it'll go down in history as the first human settlement on another world. That
would be sick. That really would.
Yeah, and her name, as long as humanity exists, her name would be remembered by somebody.
From what I've heard and seen, Elon Musk isn't much of a crier, but she actually made him have a tear run down his eye. She did. So yeah, he actually even went to the hospital and visited her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's those moments that make us human.
Yeah.
You know. But getting to this human ambition, and do I think all the technology is going to work and all the fanciful ideas? No. But this is a great theoretical step to space exploration and colonizing the moon. Like, we have to, even if they're not permanent settlements, we have to take that leap into having these settlements.
The technology's there, so why haven't they done it yet? That's my point. The technology is there. They're able to build a space station out of space, right, and keep people up there for years on end. But why can't they physically put it on the moon and leave it there?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, so like, the infrastructure for us to go to Mars, we're gonna have to build the gas stations first, right? We're
yeah,
gonna have
totally.
to we're gonna have to build both. We're gonna have to build ports on the moon, Mars, and Earth. We're gonna have to build Lagrange points where we can have stable spots in our solar system for refueling and supply depots.
Yep.
Like we're going, and for those who don't know what a Lagrange point is, a Lagrange point is a stable spot where you can build in our solar system. And gravity kind of locks it into one spot because your planets are pulling on it, the sun's pulling on it, and it kind of keeps it in one spot. So I mean, like, we have to build this infrastructure and go ahead and put it in place. And like the problem is it's not profitable yet. But the thing, it's not going to be profit. The government's going to have to subsidize it because it will be profitable in the future. We also need to, as much as I love the moon and space, we also need to do a lot of this shit for the ocean floor as well. But I digress.
To the lunar surface for research, development, and exploratory missions start in 2028. Here's the genius part. It's a base without a base. The concept follows a simple idea. The best lunar base is no lunar base needed. Instead of building a separate structure, SpaceX plans to use the Starship itself as the base. The lunar Starship is designed to be self-contained, with living quarters, workspaces, and life support systems already built in. This approach saves a ton of money. Compare it to the International Space Station, around $150 billion to build, versus Skylab, which was made by repurposing part of a Saturn V rocket stage for just a fraction of the cost. SpaceX is taking that same mindset and scaling it up. The lunar Starship is sleek, painted white.
I also want to go back to the moon, Aloine. Like, I can't wait. The Archimedes program is going ahead full scale. Oh, that is awesome. I read ahead in the comments. Can we get, don't stop leading each other? No, but we could put a monkey. That's crazy. And hey, what? I think our friend, that is awesome, actually.
Probably for marketing and heat reasons, and built without wings or a heat shield, because it's never coming back.
Nah, Ashtray. We gonna go in there and we gonna directly thump Cthulhu in his big ass forehead and be like, get out. This is my swamp. Get out.
Worth. These ships are meant to stay on or around the moon permanently, transforming into something useful rather than floating away as space junk. Inside, Starship already offers about 1,000 cubic meters of pressurized space. That's massive compared to any other crewed spacecraft. But after landing, SpaceX plans to convert some of its giant fuel tanks into extra living space, adding another 1,400 cubic meters. That more than doubles the space for astronauts to live, work, and run science missions, all without launching separate habitats. And here's the kicker. Since Starship's launch costs are targeting under $10 million per flight, this approach makes it the cheapest habitable space per cubic meter in history. The process of turning Starship into a moon base starts with something that sounds completely insane. You tip it over. Yeah, you literally knock the world's biggest rocket onto its side. But there's a smart reason behind that madness. When Starship lands vertically, most of its interior is just empty fuel tanks. Only the top third is actually usable living and cargo space.
So, before I get reading some of these comments, like, this is the only thing that I question right now. The SpaceX rocket is, if that's liquid fuel that they're using, and I think it may be solid fuel, but either way, right, that rocket fuel, you're gonna have to scrub and clean the fuck out of those walls to convert that into living space for people. So I don't know how or why or when they'll be able to convert those tanks into living space. Like, I don't get it. Innate Way says we'll be on Mars and the tribes will still be fighting. Crazy. We gonna get all up in the deep water. You know we gonna get up in there. We gonna get up in there. We gonna touch its guts.
You dirty git.
The shit in the ocean literally the size of a bus that can eat the bus. Nah, brother man. We don't know, but that's the thing. We don't know what's in space. There might be something the size of the ocean that could eat the ocean in space, if you will. D5, if we build it, they will come. That's crazy. How is everybody doing today, by the way? We're going to hell. See you there, dude.
Well, that's definitely true. We're all going to hell.
If we don't change our ways.
Well,
If the space I can't see in the dark, that's not, it's crazy.
With the containers, when you were saying about living quarters, yeah, they already solved that years back. They got self-cleaning like toilets now, aren't they?
Okay, fair point. Fair point. But that's a lot. That's a waste of a lot of good water.
Yeah, but if it means
cleaning, they could use they could use the gray water. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's still a good question.
Lay it down horizontally. Suddenly, you can use the entire 50-meter long, 9-meter wide hull. That's like going from a cramped apartment to a massive open-concept studio on the moon. So, how do you gently tip over a 100-ton spaceship without turning it into scrap metal? You start by attaching heavy-duty cables to the top of Starship's nose. Then,
well, Ashtray, that's why I say in order to explore space, we need to explore the oceans, because if we can build the future of spaceships, people don't realize are submarines. Because if you create something that can withstand the pressure of water, it becomes easier to build something that withstands re-entry. And that's even if you intend for it to enter the atmosphere of the planet to begin with. Because if we build ships to stay in space and have specialized vehicles for exit and entry of supplies and shit to space stations, that becomes extremely easier on logistics. And like if you build a submarine that can withstand the pressure, or you start developing materials that can sustain the pressure of the ocean, space exploration gets immensely easier.
1 or 2 massive lunar rovers drive slowly away, pulling it down like a giant lever. The moon's lower gravity, just 1/6 of Earth's, makes the job easier, but the dusty surface can be slippery. So, before doing anything, engineers would use rocket engine blasts to compact the ground beneath, creating a more stable foundation. Another option? The winch anchor method. Imagine a huge electric winch, basically a giant battery-powered fishing reel, bolted to something solid like a boulder, a steel spike hammered into the regolith, or even the landing leg of another starship. You run a cable from the winch to the top of the ship, then slowly reel it in. The cable tightens, the starship leans, and eventually, it lies gently on its side, without a crash landing. All right, now comes the real transformation. Inside, astronauts would strip out old rocket parts and start building a new interior floor.
So I believe it was the Chinese that come up with the idea of using the regolith, which is moon dust, and honestly, it's kind of the same thing on Mars, because the only way that you have dirt is you have that organic material and the worms and whatnot degrading nutrients in the soil. Like in order for it to be true dirt, it has to be able to produce life. The soil on the moon and other non-life bearing plants, like it's just a combination of like crushed up materials like iron or
they did find
silicone.
not parasites. They did find signs of life on the moon.
It was Mars. It was Mars. I don't think it was the moon.
But, no, I'm sure it was the moon. And then Japan or Chinese people accidentally
Ate
put a
them.
dribble of water in it. Eh?
Oh no! Oh no!
They put a dribble of water in it and it came alive. Right, so they added more water to it and they killed it.
Oh, that's crazy. Denny, join the panel. We're talking about space exploration. I'll drop the link for you just in case it's not pinned. But no, it is awesome. But no, like regular. I think it was the Chinese that come up with the idea of compound pressing the regolith with like a ton, like a ton press or multi-ton press, and basically making bricks out of it. Or melting it down and making bricks, because it's like regolith is a mixture of silicone and iron and like other metals. So, I mean, it would make a perfect lightweight construction material.
Well, there is iron and all that sort of shit and copper on the moon.
Chuck, you can also join. I sent you the link in Discord, and the link is pinned if y'all want to join. But no, and like we can mine the regolith and get the base materials we need for industry off the moon. And if there is water or ice crystals, we could do that. We could get water from that. So I mean, there is potential for it. We just have to invest in it.
Running down the middle of the hull.
Welcome to the show, Dennison.
Yo.
We're just I'm being a spaz about space exploration.
Siphonician, as I call them.
One asteroid would, I think, equal to the entire amount of currency in the economy and resources.
This displeases Gorlock D.
Hey, Nikki, it's your sister on telly.
But that's the thing, right? So with the artificial scarcity argument that you rightfully bring forth to people talking about economics, right? If we were able to do asteroid mining or mine the asteroid fields, because the makeup of the asteroid fields is not like, I want to be as accurate as possible. Like the
Do me a favour. Oh, sorry, not you, mate. Sorry, I was trying to mute. Sorry.
What's up, Distant Lights?
Oh, there goes like half my spank bank.
That is not what you look like. You calm down, madam. But no, so the composition of like the metals, the base metals in the asteroids is comparable to Earth and the planets that they make up, right? And the reason that it is because it's the same base, right? So
That's where they come from, supposedly.
Yeah, that's yeah. So, but the difference is there's vastly much more in these asteroids than there are on the surface of the planets. Right. And you would probably have easier access mining them. And that it all starts building the infrastructure around our planet, like the stations and satellites and the moon. And like the thing is, I think for the early space-faring society of Earth, that the 1/6 the gravity on the moon, I think that's where we'll be launching most of our ships and manufacturing most of our ships, is the moon itself. Now, as we develop different technologies for propulsion, it'll make it easier to launch ships from planet surfaces like the Earth and Mars. But early space civilization will probably develop an industry on the moon for making ships.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
Think of it like
less expensive and difficult to launch from the moon than it would be from Earth.
Yeah. So a lot of vehicles we would probably develop either long haul truck type things or cargo ships to go directly to the moon, or from the surface of a planet with higher gravity to a station to be then sent to the moon. What we couldn't manufacture, because if we get there and we find that the regolith isn't able to be refined into other metals, then we're fucked, right? Because the composition of regolith on the moon is varying depending on how many asteroids have hit it and pounded it over millions of years, and also the refining process. We've never done it before, so we don't even know if it'll work. But it would be fucking awesome if I love like the guy from the A Team said, I love it when a plan comes together, right?
One asteroid, and we'll have a stark choice whether or not to triple down on this private ownership thing we're doing, or whether or not, to distribute the resources nationally or regionally, because you literally have to create a Wayland Corp, right? It's just quadrillions of dollars worth of resources. So we get to make a choice distinctly between, creating the most powerful person in the history of humankind or sharing.
I think that it's going to necessitate social evolution.
Right.
I think that and I truly think that the more things change, the more they stay the same. I think that there'll still be this mixed private public ownership, but the tolerance at which people are allow billionaires and millionaires to affect their life will wind up being like China, where we execute our billionaires for being pieces of shit, if you want to know my honest opinion.
Yeah, like there's still people on Twitter who unironically post, yes, there should be billionaires and they're good for the economy. And it's like, okay, in 20 years, I want you to say the same thing about quadrillionaires.
Be like Bernie, the millionaires and the billionaires gets his first million, the billionaires. Is that you, Ashtray?
Tis me. I'm building a moon base. I didn't know if anybody wants to join me.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna moon
I
you.
want my
I'm
own.
gonna moon
As
you
long as
on
I
your
get my
base.
own bathroom, I'm there.
Fuck, that isn't just because I like you so much, Dennis, and I'll give you a bathroom and your own hot tub.
What are you playing?
Score. Bonus.
Hot tub it. I see. I'm gonna name my second song "Hot Tubbin' on the Moon."
There's some cute astronaut chicks in the NASA program.
Alright.
Well, we need
Nerd Hot.
we need some nice strange in space with us. You know what I'm saying?
I put off.
I'm gonna find the strange. I'm gonna find it via alien poo tag.
Yes, the third kitty, the third breast is always.
What are you playing?
Can never have too many breasts. No, I just wanted to hop up. I have a 5-minute while I'm at work. I just wanted to say that I'm making a boom base and taking all you fuckers with me.
Base.
Yeah, what are you playing?
What's that?
What are you playing?
What am I playing?
Yeah.
I'm not playing anything. What are you playing?
Space Engineers.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not playing anything. I'm at work.
Can't wait to see y'all get face hugged. Why are you hating?
P5,
Yeah,
I would love it.
I'm not. No. I'm not gonna ban you again, but I'm not gonna deal with this shit. I'm being positive and having a fun stream today. Can't wait to see y'all get face hugged. I want to get face hugged by a cute space elf girl. Yeah, I would love to get space hugged by that.
If she has 3 titties, if she has 3 titties and a big old booty, I'm down.
She don't even have to have 3 titties. And Eldari from 40K can wrap her legs around me any day.
Dude, you want about
110%. All right. Well, I gotta get back to work. Peace, love, and gravy, all you bitches.
All right.
Later.
Turning a hollow metal tube into a long, cozy hallway. They'd then add all the essentials: walls, lighting, plumbing, air systems, and wiring.
Innocent's personal bathroom and hot tub. I can't believe you left those out.
Eventually, you'd have living areas, workstations, a galley, showers, gym equipment, and maybe even entertainment screens. Basically, a lunar loft with a view of the Earth. But this isn't an easy weekend project. Expanding into the fuel tanks, the extra 1,400 cubic meters of space, would take about 165 work days, and roughly 60 of those days would be just modifying the tanks themselves. That's exhausting work in a bulky space.
Yes, I've seen something like that. Is that you, Imperious?
Yes, it is.
Welcome to the show.
Well, I look, I gotta hop in the gym or the show. I just got home from the gym. I just want to see you guys are talking about face huggers and all. I can't wait for D5 to just sit on my face.
Oh, come
That's all I was. So I'll be back. I'll be back.
God damn it. Sorry, D.
There goes more of my spank bank.
Did y'all see that NASA recently was officially announced to be a space agency, not a spy agency, not a space agency? I mean, it would technically be both, because NASA did operate our spy satellites for the longest. U.S. Space Force. I think the Space Force is going to maintain, because the Space Force isn't actually about physical space. It's about cyberspace. So I think the Marines and Navy will just take over actual security, physical security for physical space assets. Well, I mean, as there is a civilian presence in space, and we actually start building colonies that are subject to U.S. law, and assets that are subject to U.S. law, then you'll see a government and you'll see a government presence. Unless somewhere like China, where it's heavily regulated and centralized, then you'll see a government presence first, and then a citizen private, semi-private assets second. It'll honestly, I think that this is a benefit where individualism and whatnot win out, because in space, no law. Imperious is the law. I think the rugged individualism of America will win out when it comes to space exploration, because you have effectively no law and you're able to do whatever. And as you grow your population, then you have a need for regulations. And I think that's why ultimately the American system will win out, because it'll be like the Wild West. You'll have people go and settle and civilize, and then you'll have the government come after when there's a need for it.
Suit with limited tools, constant dust, and the ever-present risk of leaks. This is why robotic helpers, possibly Tesla bots, could take on much of that heavy lifting and fine assembly work, keeping astronauts safe while speeding up construction. The final layout aims to be open and simple. One long, single-level floor positioned about 1/3 up from the base. This gives you storage space underneath, equipment access below the deck, and a nice open ceiling above to fight off that claustrophobic feeling. And get this, unused sections could even be leased out to private companies. Imagine research labs, 3D printing modules, or even early...
Sorry, I was muted. Sean, hit the panel and talk, because I don't want to do a back and forth, because here's the thing about research and development. Things are going to fail. That I've even openly said, the technology and whatnot may be where we need it to be, Like you know how long it took the Wright brothers to get the plane off the ground, and then even then how many iterations it took to get to the modern plane that we enjoy in the economy today? Years. Many prototypes, many failures.
I'd like to see the citation on this 10 failures too.
Fair, because I do know there have been some like failures for different rockets, but I don't think that there's been a failure 10 times on the same rocket. They're actually making steady progress. I don't like I don't get why leftists and Sean, from my talk, you are a leftist. You may not be an American leftist, but you're still a leftist. Like I don't get why the leftists have like just are so fucking ass mad at Elon that space exploration and shit become impossible because of who's doing it or who's behind the company. Like that's regressive as fuck and kind of gay.
Lunar tourism pods, all inside retired starships. Now let's talk about power, because a lunar base is only as strong as the energy that keeps it running. With sunlight never quitting, or nearly so, on the rim of Shackleton Crater, the solar energy strategy would focus on
Okay, look, I get it. We all hate Edison now, but like just because like we all hate Edison because we know the story, right? But we all use the technology that he shimmy shammed from other people and patented. Like it still benefits our life. So if Elon is a sham man, and instead of more like Edison than Tesla was, we're still going to use the technology that works. So I mean, I think that is the truth. I don't think you're being realistic. I think that you're actually being reductive because you don't like Elon. I'm more likely. What's up, Joe? I'm more likely to agree with not laws than I am you on the Tesla question, but because I don't really think that he's broken any promises other than moral things like ending world hunger, and it's not his job to end world hunger. Like leftists try to hold his feet to the fire, but it's like you don't get to dictate what somebody else does with their money. Like it's shitty, sure, but Elon is cringe sometimes. I do think that he's a net positive. That's the thing. It's not even just the economic and social opportunities.
Social?
Like, yes.
Well, I didn't hear the whole conversation. What social opportunities are we talking about?
Well, for one, for people who don't want to live around other people, space is endless opportunities for you
That
to
is
go.
the social. That's what I'm wondering if that's what you're talking about. Okay.
Well, I mean, like, so there's a lot of opportunities for people that see themselves as oppressed to go and be able to contribute to humanity via trade, research, and just do it on their own in space, right? All the land is claimed on the Earth.
All right. Apparently, I missed some type of part of this thing. You guys already have that moon base built in this conversation. You got bases built or something, because there is no living outside of Earth unless it's on the ISS and it's heavily dependent. You said there are a lot of opportunities to go somewhere if you don't like Earth. I'm assuming I missed a big part of this conversation.
Well, it was the theoretical opportunities for humans expanding into space.
All right, and I see you got a picture. Looks like a moon base there. I'm assuming, and because you're talking about Elon, this the one that he's talking about building, or no? He's talking about building a ship with 8 trips to the moon, building a base.
It's not just Elon. These are all theoretical components that the government of China's doing. NASA's done one with the Archimedes program. Blue Sky has submitted a couple. We're just going over Elon. We're just going over Elon's SpaceX.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't know why shouldn't we all send the selfless communists wannabes?
You already got motherfuckers. He's already planning on who goes, and it won't be the geniuses. He like any motherfucking leftist that cry too much.
I'm fine. I'm fine with going. I just don't like when snide leftists make comments like that because they're like, oh, I'd
Like
rather
what?
trade immigrants for racists. Why don't you go and live amongst the immigrants yourself? Like, why don't
They're
you go to the
literally
country?
They do. Yeah.
they're
No,
trading our technological and economic future for their own political biases too. It's so narrow.
yeah.
Yes.
I
the
don't like
leftists.
Elon, therefore we can't build anything.
Yeah. I think that'd be perpetual though. That's the problem with being leftist or right. Whenever the right does something, the left can acknowledge it and vice versa, even to their detriment. That is inherent in being an idiot that chooses left and right.
You know what? I have to concede that point because when I first got into politics, even though I got atomized and angry and became further right wing, that was one of the things that I bitched about was this stupid right left red blue tribalism, where if
Stagnating.
if Trump developed the cure for cancer, the left would be like, no, we can't.
Never admit it. It was, we got to give credit. His great grandmother. She's the one who gave him the birth to his mother. Who wait, but we don't get Trump no credit, right? We have to give birth to society at large. It won't be the Trumps. Yeah.
But no, like, okay, so, and again, not laws. You kind of proved Dennison and Joe Cool's point with this comment because you're like zig hailing, da. Like, you could have stuck to the point and talked about his VTOL where he was trying to create like flying cars. You could have stuck to the Hyperloop, but no, you had to dive into like retarded fucking propaganda and your own political bias. Like there's a lot of technology that Elon promised that he has pushed out. There's also a lot that we don't have the technology to make work or the expertise to make work. That's the thing about research and development. Not everything's going to pan out. It doesn't make somebody a liar. You just don't like him because you've been told by your political betters and leaders to not like him.
But he may not like him because he's a Nazi racist ass fuck. Don't change the fact
that he's
that
definitely
he's
not a Nazi. Racist ass fuck. I would know one of my own.
That's funny, but you're still wrong. His daddy was a Nazi, like father, like son. And his father was a really shitty guy. Still is. I don't know, but that's irrelevant. That has nothing to do with he dreams big and he pulls it off. What that got to even do with the conversation? Again, that's OG's point that we can never give a motherfucker credit. We can never get nowhere if all we do is hate Trump and the motherfucking cure cancer. No, it wasn't him. It was the tool. We're doing that. Come on. You acknowledge the same way you can call him a Yahtzee or Nazi because we're an OGs. You can acknowledge when he does something good, man.
I don't actually like Elon as a person.
He has no personality.
In
no
my
one
opinion,
would like him as a person.
In my opinion, all these people that y'all call Nazis don't go far enough. In my opinion.
Well, the only way they could go further is absolutely start killing motherfuckers. In your opinion,
by seizing power and actually doing the things you accuse them of doing is how
they literally have power. Trump is a Nazi. He's getting rid of every motherfucker of color.
Oh my God. First off, National Socialists did not care about any race except for small hats. There were literal black SS officers.
I get that you just, feeling emotional. That has nothing to do with the subject that we're talking about, though.
No, that's a fact, though. There were black SS
a bunch
officers.
of facts. You know what? The Tyler scene is considered extinct. And did you know that they actually found the photos of the thylacine from 1939 at the last zoo before he died.
No, Joe.
I thought we were just spouting shit that didn't have nothing to do with the conversation.
The difference is you're wrong about a political ideology, and I'm not just spouting different things.
Which all I mentioned was Trump's a Nazi. You add the political ideology on there.
He's fundamentally not a National Socialist.
Well, you understand. I was just referring to Trump, and now you're accusing me of talking about all people are fundamentalists.
No.
I never made such an assertion.
I'm talking about an ideology.
About Elon.
Trump is not fundamentally a National Socialist.
Or Elon.
Or Elon.
And these things are factually incorrect, too. He only has one publicly owned company, and the stock is soaring.
I never called the nigga socialist. What are y'all accusing me of? I said he's a racist.
Well, yeah, but Nazi and racist are not the same thing. then people try to
Oh,
make
my
them into
God,
being
you
things.
niggas. You sound
Yeah,
like
when I
black
hear
people.
Nazi, I think National Socialist. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think
like black
racist.
people when you say white people, black people are racist. Well, we can't be because they power, because they have some
No,
shit
it's
that
because
makes them feel
it's,
No,
good
just
to
because he doesn't have
justify
any
shit.
National Socialist
Joe, it's
tenets in his
because
political ideology.
it's two different ideologies.
Really?
Oh
Okay,
shit.
let's see. Do Trump want white motherfuckers to
that
rule
you,
a
Ike?
country?
I don't think he cares.
Well, that
No,
would
he
make him a
he
national socialist. Yeah.
he
No.
implicitly doesn't care. Is that you, Ike?
Yes.
What's wrong?
He's setting it up so that Indians will run the fucking country.
Yeah, pretty much.
I go fast and drop my
Yeah, but
cigar somewhere.
Mr. Joe, yeah, number one, I gotta pull your legs regarding what the fuck you're doing here with your fucking you're out here fucking around and fucking street fighting, alley fighting, pulling out bullshit, fucking word thinking and all that. But it's all good. It's all good. You gotta have your fun, right? However, OG is completely right when it comes to this whole fucking, here comes fucking Winston Churchill or all the rest of the other people telling you that this fucking Hitler guy is anti-black, right? And you're like, what? Like what? No, he's more racist than me. I'm Winston Churchill, but this other guy, he's your. It doesn't even make any fucking sense, as OG said. Like, there's nothing. Fucking Hitler wasn't concerned with you. That was not his thing at all. So this Nazi thing, yeah, of course, yeah, people then take the name and do stupid shit with it, but that's kind of irrelevant. And also, I can't tolerate this bullshit where people have their heads so far stuck up their ass that they don't understand that getting shit done in the world is completely different from whatever your fucking platonic moral pedestals are or your other bullshit Einstein brainiac pedestals are, okay? The people these angels that you're looking for to get shit done in the world, they never fucking get shit done.
They never existed.
They don't exist.
They don't fucking exist. Exactly. And if they do exist, they're ineffective. Okay? And
yes, they don't get, yes.
Take, for example, okay, the things, let's just take Trump, for example. There are things that he has achieved that people will come and say, you know what? Yeah, he did that, but, I don't like the tone, right? And it's like, motherfucker, you've been in there for the past 15 years. You haven't actually really been trying to do this shit. You've only been saying that it's an ideal, blah, blah, blah. Somebody comes in and he does that. Oh, but, he shouldn't have done, he should have signed it in red ink, or he shouldn't have said that, or he raised his voice too loud, or, he gave me heart palpitation. Motherfucker, I don't even fucking understand. It's insane.
Exhausting.
And these same kinds of motherfuckers are the same kind of like moral relativists, blah, 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 that they are, right?
Yes,
Which if they follow their shit to the conclusion, then it shouldn't fucking matter that the guy lied or whatever the fuck you think a lie is.
Right.
We get the shit done.
It goes down to this. It goes down to that gay tribalism of red versus blue, or fucking R&D.
White versus black that you fall for.
I mean, there's there's actual differences.
Yeah, I love this shit. I love this shit.
Well, here's the thing, Joe. Like, when it comes to genetic differences and nationality, right? If I plant an apple tree for my children and say, these are your apples, nobody else is entitled to them, and then the neighbor kid comes and fucking starts plucking my kid's apples, do I not have a right to tell the neighbor kid to fuck off?
I don't know where this analogy is going, but if those are your apples and they belong to your kids and someone steals them, you have the right to tell them to fuck off. But I'm not sure how that's analogous to what we're saying.
Exactly. If a nation is built for a certain group of people,
immigrants, we were built for
it doesn't
immigrants.
it doesn't matter.
Oh, don't get mad now,
I'm
nigga.
not angry.
Words matter.
I'm not angry. Words do matter.
This nation was founded on immigrants, buddy.
Okay, so fucking what? The immigrants came
here.
It
was your point. If it's founded on a thing, give us your poor huddled nation of immigrant masses.
Joe, let me finish.
You said it mattered.
No, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Because if immigrants come to a land that has nothing on it and builds it the fuck up.
Is that a thing? Did they really come to a land with nothing on it?
Yes.
Right? Stop it.
What's up, Flo?
Nada.
What up, yo?
Oh, God. I got bumped.
Hey, Flo, thank you for your Christmas present. I never fucking got to tell you that.
Absolutely.
What are you wanting Joe to moderate?
Who?
But no, like, either way, these idealism, like this whole, like Ike was saying, these people that these leftists and right wingers who want somebody to come in and save them and do it their way. And they talk about these principles for years and nothing gets fucking done.
Ike was right.
That's why I defend Elon, because he is doing something and trying to accomplish the goals that we set 20 and 30 years ago as a species.
Okay, we got to take Ike's shit in its entirety.
We set goals as a species.
He thinks Elon's, he got a lot of respect for Elon, apparently.
I don't.
Just
I like
because, let's not forget, because I think that you're adding two things in one. Are we goal oriented? If the idea is to get to the moon, we want Von Braun, another Nazi, right? But he's the motherfucker who built the rockets to make all of these happen. Elon, we can discuss that. Talking about his political ideology and all that bullshit and his women, who do you cheat on his woman? Those are separate subjects, I think. And I think that there are no saints. We can't get shit done. Ain't no
Two
wishing.
people with discernment. Yes, that's the point we were making about the chat. And the chat is literally spewing things that are not just subjectively incorrect, but factually ignorant. Because they don't like the guy.
I was gonna say it's probably emotion. No one likes to.
The chat though.
So I would say it's the chat though.
Like
Yeah, well, OG engages with his chat. That's his.
Yeah. But OG's chat's normally good, but you do gotta remember
it's not good today.
You gotta remember though.
I showed up at the right.
You gotta remember though.
That was Pumpkin said that chat. That was Pumpkin.
It still is a YouTube chat. Anyone can come in. So I don't know what you want from me.
And the cats in the chat, man, if they don't get up here and voice their opinion, they're probably gonna go hard from chat because they feel secure and they expect shit that they won't say to your face.
And that's why chat gets corrected, all right? They're bad girls. They need to be corrected.
Discipline. Here's that bundle of sticks coming out in you.
No one said you couldn't say anything about Elon. We just pointed out how you were wrong. Don't get hurt.
Yeah, that's opinions. Everybody has one, and they all.
But the other side of that coin is we have to acknowledge the fact that this is the richest man on earth, I believe, still, and he's got good PR. So
that.
Well, most of these leftists just hate him for that reason. That he's the richest man on the planet, too.
Yeah, I know. Most of the leftists hate him for stupid ass reasons, especially. But I think that there's a lot of fanboys who are there because he's got good propaganda, right?
On both sides, agree.
Yeah, well, he when it comes to the shit like Doge, he fucked up. He fucked up and did stupid shit, and he got outed in his government. He got ousted from his government position.
What happened there?
Did
I
he,
don't
though?
pay attention to.
I think
he wasn't in Doge, was he?
Doge discovered he was running Doge. Doge discovered some stuff that Trump couldn't use as a propaganda tool, and he tried to force Trump to release it anyway. And it kind of would expose the fact that Republicans do the same shit Democrats do.
No,
they got in a huge ass argument publicly, and then Elon exposed that Trump was with Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, he lost it,
and he got really pissed off, and Trump got pissed off and was trying to hide the Epstein shit. And Elon basically had a falling out with the government.
Those succeeded. Elon, every large company you have, I think it's 5 of them, were all being investigated. Doge managed to cut down every investigation. They killed every one of them. Did they save more money than they spent, than they cost? That's still up for debate.
Elon Musk said, "How does H1B1 visas for Indians help America first?" Anyway, get him out of here. Get him out of here. He's anti-American.
Damn it. That's another thing. People who get shit done like Trump and Elon are going to be egotistical, a bit brutish, and you can name some of the other cats. Expect. They got to crush some motherfuckers sometime to make shit happen. Expect that. There ain't gonna be no fucking skeletonless closets in some guy who has $1 trillion.
I mean, most of this panel is egotistical, and I think
Yeah.
Ike's the only one who got any money.
Right. Ike's the one who crushes people, right? We know who crushes people.
He's the quietest one about it.
Right.
Ike said real G's move in silence like lasagna, all right?
That's right. It's silence like lasagna.
Like lasagna. What?
How's everyone?
That was Lil Wayne, is one of his best lines ever. And
Yes.
and I can't every time I hear his
Explain
name, real G's the G is silent in lasagna.
Oh, okay, never
Real
mind.
G's move in silence
Yeah,
like
no, I get it.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Carter 4, one of my favorite albums.
That Carter 5, we all ready to break his legs and push him off a cliff. You ain't heard nobody bump one record.
What's going on there?
Yeah, bump can sound like you're driving you're falling asleep and driving on the shoulder over the little speed bumps and shit. God dog it. Oh, yeah, you ain't heard one album from Carter 5, one record. Ain't nobody bumping one fucking record from that album. That's how horrible it is. Same nigga who made that great line had just dropped the worst album ever. It's been months and then you ain't heard one song yet. That's how bad the fucking album is.
You're good now. No, Peter Thiel, I don't like Peter Thiel at all.
No one does.
Like with his fucking AI.
I actually like Peter
shit.
Thiel a lot. This is actually good. And this is just a response to Joe Cool. Joe Cool saying no one does. But go ahead, OG. Why don't you like him?
I just don't like the potential for the damage that his company Palantir can do.
Okay, so there's a Palantir.
I'm a
thing.
I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal and don't want to get caught.
Bro, I feel that.
Well, yeah. It also probably everyone on this panel is also a criminal. I don't know about Denizen, but I don't want to speak for Denizen. That is, but
definitely the ringleader.
Flo trying to get us all up on RICO charges now. Talking about ringleaders.
I'm trying to push my charges off onto Denizen.
Right, there's the ringleader.
Denizen's the one who was driving the car and shooting the gun.
That's right.
When did you become a proud snitch, Flo?
Hey, I was totally pro
When I got arrested this
government
morning.
until I met Dennison. I was a big fan of cops, totally pro government. Dennison changed all that.
Dennison bought a guy a hot dog once. He's a terror. Were any of y'all here for that argument that we got in? That really fucking stupid argument about material and terroristic support.
You and Den?
Yeah, me and Dennison, because he was like, if I buy a guy a hot dog, like by the definition, if you support them in any way, you're also a terrorist supporter.
That's just what Ike's point
Arguing
was
with
going.
Denizen is like I don't suggest people get into it unless you've got like the afternoon free.
Yeah. We like that.
And I suggest leave your emotions at home too.
Not Laws has a problem with Elon buying Twitter and then turning it into a quote unquote neo-Nazi hangout. I love this. I love this. Hey buddy, I hate to tell you this, but he didn't turn it into a neo-Nazi hangout. He just opened up freedom of speech. Maybe people have those opinions a lot more than you thought. I don't know.
Maybe you got a short memory too. Do you remember what they were doing to the fucking right wing, to the Republicans as far as shutting them down and silencing them? They didn't forget, man. The Democrats lost their mind. They was just knocking niggas off of social media, calling misinformation big motherfuckers. That wasn't okay either.
The government was knee deep in the board, right, of Twitter. I mean, they released the thing called the Twitter files when they took over, right? And all, what is what was that department called again? The Trust and Safety, right? Very 1984 type shit. Department of Trust and Safety, where they just fucking kick people out for no good reason. And and it doesn't matter which administration, left or right. It's not about that. It's about the government just being knee deep in their just controlling that shit.
They never
and it's
closed
not a
that
question
back
of
door.
whether you like it or not. I don't understand why people just don't acknowledge, right? And then you're like, oh, it's a neo-Nazi. Whatever. Who gives a fuck, right? Like, who cares? Does it bother you, Joe Cool, that the people on the fucking neo-Nazi shit on Twitter? What the fuck does it do?
I expect.
I know you're not about to say it, but what I'm saying is, tell us, Joe Cool. You're the moral arbiter
Tell us.
Yes, I'll be the moral arbiter. I expect people to be low IQ, say emotional shit. I would not be surprised if some motherfucker in his underwear talking about I hate black people. Don't surprise
Exactly,
me,
like,
man.
is that
it
the
don't
first time you
bother
heard
my
that shit?
day.
That's
Hey,
gonna fucking
see,
like
specifically,
no. The
I
other
feel
thing,
called out now.
you had
Joe
the
has
truth and
bugs in my
safety and
room.
trust and safety motherfuckers with your fucking fist up your asshole. That's more dangerous.
That's leftists too. I hate to do the left-right shit, but that's leftists who are into that bullshit.
They're crying about what people saying because they don't like it and they want to destroy it. Instead
This
of
is a
letting this
real-
discourse happen and creating a better discourse by letting retards be called retards on both sides.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna check on my mom.
This is a really strange panel makeup if I step back and look at it and think about it.
Why? What do you mean? Why is it weird?
Like,
What do you mean? We're all friends here.
I think what this demonstrates is that Orthodox guy, do you want your straight card back because you're libertarian?
First off, I never lost my straight card. Second off, see, look, Flo, there's a thing, right? You want to force me to be gay. That doesn't make someone gay. That makes them a victim.
I want
It's
to
not
persuade
victimizing
you.
me.
I want to persuade you to be gay.
Why are you gay?
But yeah, that back door, the Twitter back door that the FBI had, that never closed, to my knowledge. I believe that it's still open. And
all the back doors. We were talking about technology and whatnot over on Be Braves, and somebody mentioned Google,
that's
Facebook,
like
all of them.
That's the white racist YouTube's grandpa.
They coordinate with each other too. Like Facebook and Twitter will collaborate on
to ban individuals off their platform.
Correct.
And for other reasons as well.
And they also coordinate those efforts with the FBI and the executive branch as well.
course
in the
they
White
do.
House.
Which is technically illegal, but it's very hard to prove it, and it's very hard to take them to court on it when the government doesn't want to prosecute.
It should give you a big old fascist boner, though, because it's technically fascism.
I currently have a giant fascist boner as we're speaking right now.
The state exists to serve the
You need to
people,
bundle
not
it up
the
with
other way
Orthodox
around.
guys too. Strap your boners together.
The state exists to
Join
benefit
your
the
boners
people, not
together.
the other way around.
We need to talk. Flo, what is it with libertarians and being gay? I'm sorry. I had to say it. I'm sorry.
It was a play on
Name a
fascist.
gay
The
libertarian.
Political ideology
Peter
is
Thiel?
also a homophobic slur for gay men. So that's what that.
Yeah, but Flo,
Well, I
what was
mean,
your
we
point
could
about the
easily-
panel and OG and libertarian and so like so there's connection there that I missed. If you
I know where this
care to make it.
Where this dichotomy
it's sort of
comes
an
from.
inside
It's-
joke because I'm just pushing my political perspective more than his. But since fascism and fag come from the same, thing.
Say it with your chest. I
Say
say
it
it
with
with
your chest.
Am I allowed to say that over here? I couldn't remember.
You can drop slurs over here. I don't care.
Okay,
Everybody
cool.
is
Well,
allowed
next time I'll get it
don't
better. But
care.
I did say it.
I don't care.
A weak presentment. I'll get it better next time.
And that goes for black folks. If you got I want to learn white people slurs. So if black folks, you got slurs for white
We
people,
don't
let
have
them fly.
We don't have
No,
any
Flo,
goals.
you haven't answered the question. It's about you started with the panel, right? You started with the panel being weird, and then you went to the libertarian, and then to the fact. The libertarian to the fact thing I get, but you started with the
Because
panel.
I'm the
I was trying to see the
libertarian
connection.
and he's the neo-Nazi, and so it just
Did
seems
we-
counterintuitive that you'd have a diverse panel like this up here agreeing on political.
I figured.
takes of speaking.
You know what's crazy about that, Flo? The most. This is so fucking dumb. The most diverse group of
The
people
racist community don't
I've
care what color
ever
you are as long
seen.
as you're racist.
It's racist people, dude.
Is that true?
Yeah,
That actually
yes.
is true. That
Yeah.
is true.
It makes perfect
racist
sense. Look,
community.
The racism
The
doesn't
racist community
discriminate.
is diverse. We don't care what color
That's
you are. as long as
Racism
you're
all
doesn't
creeds.
discriminate. That's
RBR
funny.
loved racist white people compared to not racist black people. He loved. black
Yeah,
people
he
more than
hated
racist.
me. I didn't last one a couple seconds of it every
And rest
time.
in peace to him.
I can't stand racist black people.
Hey, Dan, did
They
you hear
can't stand
that
you either.
she was that David offed himself? She was husband.
No.
Yeah, a couple days ago. Yeah, he's broken too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's bad. He's just it's horrible. I'll tell you about it some other time.
My
I
thing is
have him
this,
on
man.
Discord.
Yeah.
I'll send him a message.
But
real
no,
quick.
actually, and we can talk about this in a minute because it's very good to remember somebody. But Flo, the thing is, like, I have my belief, but with my channel and my conversations in real life, I've always been open to what I am and always open to discourse. And I think that a lot of that has to do with just being a man. Like, not to make it a man-woman thing, because I'm not, but a man that is
Like an
able to
adult.
think for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, being an adult, actually, that's better. Being an adult that can think for themselves, that can make logical conclusions, and carry themselves well. I think those are
agree.
skills that I have.
Then
And I think
your
for
growth will be
those.
complete once you come out of the closet.
Well, I will never come out of the closet because I'm not gay or libertarian.
Well, you're a
So
giver,
I'm
right?
not-
You're just not a taker. You know,
Yeah,
you,
I'm a celibate fag.
you're a celibate fag. You just dominate other men. But,
Help
you know,
yourself,
Hey,
would you?
I
Good,
want to
good.
play this clip of this great philosopher I just found. This will probably explain everything.
Comment and try to manufacture it into something serious is both dishonest and bitch made. You're showing your vagina when you do that, Rob. We can see the labia.
What a fantastic
I'm
philosopher.
totally gonna put that shit in the video somewhere.
He unblocked me. Actually, I learned right before I jumped on this panel.
Yeah.
I poked my head in because I hadn't refreshed the browser window I was using, and it said he was live, but he wasn't. But I went ahead and clicked through on the StreamYard link that was still pinned in the chat replayed. I am no longer blocked in his StreamYard, so
I've been watching him. I want to talk to him, but and when I see him over there, and it's such a protected environment. You know, I got a little rule against going in and starting conversations with people in that type of place where they got all the power and they're weird. I see everything wrong. I need to catch them out, or the dynamic of the room has to change. But I don't see, you go up there. He's so fucking nervous. Who was I watching? Someone went up there yesterday. Oh, Landry. And he wouldn't answer any questions. He thought everything was a setup. He immediately told him, well, I'm short on time. I got to go. It was just so awkward. I don't want to go up there and be under them conditions if I'm trying to, say or do something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you saw how Andrew reacted when I caught him out in public.
Well, that's one of my only issues with people is not being able to. I get if you're going through shit like I am, you just don't want to deal with people and like fuck off. I don't have time. But like, if your consistent mentality is having a hug box and not wanting to deal with criticism of your belief,
you got motherfuckers like me just waiting in the wings for you to step foot out the house. There's a guy, Captain Curmudgeon, who fucking Sasquatch fucks with. I've been waiting for years to see that nigga anywhere.
Have you? Why you got it out for him?
I want to jump him because I think he's an ignorant racist fuck, and I got a habit of jumping motherfuckers like that.
That's funny.
Sasquatch knows.
Well. I don't know him that well, but
I'm like, man, if ever I see your friend, so he's like, Joe, but he's just a guy, lives in his basement. I don't get that nigga whenever I see him. You tell that. I went in his room and told him, nigga, you better not ever step outside of this room. he relax. He's a friend of mine. He just says crazy shit.
So if you have to hide in your controlled channels, and then if you get caught out in the wild by somebody requests that the host kick them off panel,
right?
Is that a step back? Because if you have to stay in your
look, I know exactly what you're referencing, and I like Andrew because the whole right wing unity, but that is big fucking gay. That is on the level of Rob telling Sarah it's him or me. That is
so
fucking gay as fuck.
Yeah. Like so, a week or so ago, I said that Andrew is a liberal or a liberal playing a caricature of a conservative.
Mm.
And like ever since I said that, I just kind of like slapped myself in the face. I like can't shake that thought from my head. Like his presentment is so, I don't know, just
I see what you're onto.
Yeah.
If you were a nerd and actually studied history, you would realize that conservatives and liberals in the modern world order are literally from the same branch.
but
They're both
instead I was
liberal.
having sex, and I don't.
I mean,
regret it.
I had sex as well. I mean,
Not likely.
okay, fair enough. If people don't believe that, but
I'm
okay.
not, I'm sure it counts when you're
I
alone
call
either.
prove it.
Cam up. Prove
Flows like drop sex tape where it didn't happen.
Well, I'm mostly what I'm just trying to do is shake Bumpkin out of the bushes so that Bumpkin will verify that you've had sex with somebody.
Oh my god.
OG, I'm gonna accuse you of the same type of shit, similar shit. Like Flo just said that Drew is actually, or he seems more liberal, but he spouts the right wing whatever shit, but he comes off as a liberal. I'm gonna say you spout that Nazi shit, but you don't come off that way at all.
Because you've been led to believe by Hollywood that you have that
This is great already.
That people are that they're evil, and I'm just like, they're not evil. You just don't know the actual ideology.
Okay.
You don't know the actual belief.
Okay, I'm not. Don't throw me in with other motherfuckers. I'm not that guy. I don't just think all Nazis are evil. I'm not that simple.
Not all white people are racist.
Well, that's true. That part's true.
God damn it. On that one.
What OG? When I drag you down, some of the beliefs that they do hold, like black people are inferior. You don't say black people are inferior. You say there are different DNA aspects. That's a guy, that's not fucking lunatic.
That's what the National Socialists actually believed, though. They didn't actually believe in racial superiority. That was something that was tied to them. The whole Superman shit, that was like, if you actually study what they believed and what they said versus what
I thought I did, and
no, you studied Western propaganda that got half the message and then distorted.
You're right. Only you got the real books, and they didn't have them the black.
I mean, I did have a trunk in my house where my great uncle had a funny little symbol that said that he was 100% Aryan, and
very good. It tells me you've been watching Fox News since before you were born.
Fox News is not strong. It's not Fox News.
It's
like
just an analogy.
Look,
it's just an analogy. You've been listening to
the joke that Fox has Hitler's likeness and won't have him slandered. It is just a joke.
But I mean, so the way that you became what came first? The fan of or were you a fan of history? Who's like, oh my gosh, these people are misunderstood, or were you an angry white kid who is like,
oh no, I loved history. I just don't
believe that anybody today gets into that world.
I understand.
It ain't easy. Without being angry. Again, that's the propaganda you've been fed. Like,
it's because I live in society and I understand that people like Satanists are edgy, right? Nazis are edgy. This is a pursuit.
Libertarians are edgy.
I don't see how anybody can live in this society and not be angry unless they're fucking retarded.
Yeah, I just don't understand why I don't understand why the Germans are portrayed as any worse than any other event in history. That's my real thing.
That's a good one too. That's a good one too.
That's what I kind of get at. Is there
does anyone know about like the graping of Nanking? About like the graping of Nanking. Has anyone heard about that or no?
Yeah, the grape of Nanking. Yeah, I mean, I don't like just like the halls and how much they cost. I say that it's
like the Chinese, the Japanese scientists, the counterpart to Mangala was like 100 times worse.
Yep.
King Leopold.
You're gonna come in here and you see the people on the chat and you're asking if they know the raping of Nanking. That's like asking, do you guys know the capital of the United States or some shit like that? Like, who the fuck are you used to talking to? Come on, bro.
Well, and there are some, I'm not going to get into the. Okay,
go ahead. The thing about it is, to answer your question, Flo. I genuinely.
We're here right now.
Oh
What's
no!
up,
Kick
everybody?
Landry off. Mute Matt Landry every time he talks like he does to everybody else on his show. You're my bitch now, Landry.
Hey, no, you're my bitch. So
nice.
guy.
I'm here
Shut up with this
nonsense,
guy.
bro.
How are you guys doing? We're here. You're live, right?
Are
we
you
got
there
the camera
selling
guy.
your ass on the corner?
We're here. You can suck my dick. What's your name? I keep forgetting your name. You don't have a name. Imperial.
God.
All right. So when
What
you two
happened?
can get along, I'll bring you guys back up.
Yeah, I was looking for
Lord.
the out button, to be honest. I was looking
So-
already.
So
Fuck that shit.
the answer flows question. I just like am fucking very autistic and loved history, but I've also been gifted with the charisma that I have. So I've always had friends.
I also have charisma. It's a good thing to have.
I don't know why. I don't know why I've always been able to make friends and like have cool people. Since Landry's gone, I'll bring Imperius back so they won't argue. But so I was never angry, right? And I'm like, wow, this is really efficient. It makes sense to me. There is a lot of parasitism. And that happened later on in life, right? Like middle school, high school. That part happened.
That's logical.
The love.
We would have. Go ahead.
Well, the love of history, right? The love of history. I've always seen that we get propagandized for whatever system is in power. They either choose a side to like or to hate, and then they push so hard. And that if the same people that are engaging in, child mutilation, we have all these problems that we have in our society, and they're telling me not to believe in something. And, I'm supposed to be a pot smoking free thinker, but there's things that even, the free thinkers aren't allowed to think about. Maybe I should give that a try and think about it.
Us libertarians believe you can smoke whatever you want. Well,
us libertarians.
So,
the thing is like the thing. Well,
you
I guess
hit a hot rail
Germany,
and think about your stuff. You do.
Well, I guess Germany was actually a libertarian country because they were hot railing a lot of shit in the 40s.
Yeah, but again, the thought of freedom is slavery. Because if you're going to take if you want freedom, you're going to have people like me whose freedom is to impose and hurt others. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, freedom is an illusion. There is no freedom. Like, that's like what happened? What happened? Like I said, Genghis Khan, Napoleon.
It's not an actual thing. It's not a tangible thing.
I know, but what I'm saying is like the idea of libertarianism is an idea of the person who's undecided in the mind.
It's negative rights.
Wait. There is no difference between libertarianism and all of them other shits. They're all in the mind. Capitalism, socialism, all of that shit's in the mind, right?
I mean, they're all
all abstracts, yes.
Yeah.
But no, libertarian isn't like it's negative rights, right? So there is a boundary.
But what if I don't believe in rights?
It don't matter.
Well, if I can convince everyone else that negative rights exist, you don't have to believe in them. Enough of us believe in them that you're going to get to have them enforced by default.
No, but what about hold on. But you're living in a nihilistic society where most people want the world to end nowadays. So
is that true? Most people are gay
absolutely.
And rainbow.
Everybody out. Yes, you're living in a nihilistic society.
No,
that is
I'm talking
why
to a nihilistic person.
No, I'm not nihilistic.
Yes,
what do you mean? What are you talking about? I'm a Roman Catholic.
You're extremely nihilistic.
No,
you're
I'm not.
Hugely nihilistic.
How am I nihilistic? By definition,
the things that you like the most about Catholicism are the most nihilistic parts about it.
No, the best part of Catholicism is that I'll live forever. How is that nihilistic?
And what do you want what do you want to happen to the rest of the people?
Everybody else who listens lives forever. Who doesn't gets punished.
Who listens? You take your Catholicism, and this isn't unique to you. It's actually more common than not.
No, that's the church doctrine. Ecta ecclesia nulla salus.
Of religion to make yourself God. It's actually Luciferian.
That's exactly what he's doing, Flo.
No, I can't. No, I'm not God. I'm not God.
You need to be listen, Imperius. This is why you interrupt. You feel like you can interrupt when you want. You can call people what you are when you want. You can say what the fuck you want.
Though?
It's the opposite of
as a nihilist, I'm offended.
Citizen, let it slide.
I'm not a nihilist at all. Thank you. I'm not a nihilist at all. And then the black starts babbling away because his lips start smacking. And like, what can we literally you're talking about an organized discussion and you get all mad because you can't understand big words.
Are you
seriously?
He just got angry quick.
No, I'm not angry. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed because it's derailing.
Like my ex-girlfriend. I'm not angry. I'm frustrated.
It's
derailing intellectual thought, and I have to lower myself down to the mud.
Derailing it. Let's get it back on track. Nihilism is a family of philosophical views arguing that life is meaningless, that moral values are baseless, and that knowledge is impossible.
Yes.
Yeah, none of that is anything. Knowledge is inherent in the logos.
Moral component.
No, logic is inherent in God, the logos.
Yeah.
Life is worth meaning because you get eternal life by serving God.
But being a
What are you
Christian,
talking
believing
about?
in God, said he's got to
You
believe.
see now,
there's
Joe, we're
meaning
down
and
to
all
word
that
thinking
shit.
and definition talk.
I know how it happens.
It
Get
busted
'em,
out the
Mike.
definitions and the words now. Okay.
Yes.
Doesn't it matter?
Fucking
Don't the
OG
definitions
avoided
of
that
words
pothole
matter?
very well. OG
Don't
avoided
the
that very
definitions
well.
Like
of words
yourself,
matter
gentlemen, that
more
can
than life
see
itself?
what things are, don't need to start pulling out books, right? You know what I mean.
Yes.
I can explain how that's nihilism if you will be quiet long enough to let me finish
Go
the
ahead.
thought, Imperious. But I don't even
I'm
want to
ready.
start because you have a
Go
poor
ahead.
track
I'm not saying
I would
anything.
think that would work if there weren't 80 different subjective interpretations of every single thing, and
There
most
you
people
go.
are ignorant
That
in their
just tell me what you're
interpretations.
saying. Just tell them what you're saying, Flo. Just tell them, like, hey, this is why. Just like you started talking about the aspects of Catholicism, which you consider to be nihilistic.
Right.
He
So
defined it. I think he was accurate.
I just read off of Wikipedia definition, but the point is that you don't serve God. The what's happening with people like Imperious is you take a philosophy, you say, "Oh, I'm serving God," but you're not. You're serving your own views. You're chosen God. You're using
isn't
it
that
to
everyone who serves God?
Holy fuck, Denizen. I thought Imperious was going to be a problem, but you definitely are the one.
Isn't that everyone who believes in God?
That's most of them. Like I said, it's most people. Most people use it in a self-serving way, but they outsource the God component. They say, "I'm serving that God," but then in practice they utilize it to make themselves God. Imperious does that, and wears it on his sleeve. Imperious is just
Can I
actually
answer
just
now or no? Or no?
Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead. You're just more honest in your presentment, but most people do that.
I definitely know. The reason I'm not a nihilist is because I've been given everything. I've inherited my intelligence from God. I've inherited my looks, my genius, my everything. It's been given to me because I've been prophesized, I've been spoken about, I've been written before time.
Oh my
Blame
God.
Jesus Christ. Okay, see this I'm done, dude. You guys always get so mad when I act out of the way, and then you don't
You
want me to
guys.
respond. Yes, all of you.
I'm under
Don't
attack.
keep
All
his
of you
mouth-
people are
Okay, here we go,
attacking
Black.
me.
All he did was groan. Keep going.
No, I'm done. You guys don't want to hear it. This is what I'm saying. This is why I treat you guys the way I do, and you're not serious people. Because if I actually do engage with you in
Oh
an
my God,
intellectually-
is this
okay.
10th man?
We're not the serious people. One dude groans, and you get completely
No,
derailed.
I have a black who doesn't even have the IQ of a chipmunk, and I have a drunk who
not
wants to
falling
fuck
for
me.
that gay-ass
There's a
bait you're
drunk who
laying
wants
out
to
there,
fuck
is
me,
it?
and a black who has the intelligence of a chipmunk that keeps talking.
Hold on, Imperious, I'm actually interested in your philosophy. Please
I
continue.
don't want to say it until the black and the chipmunk is
Okay.
gone. I'm not
Well-
saying a word.
All right, well then we're not going to hear it.
So, again, you're like I said, you're using the authoritarian components of Catholicism to enforce your own hatred of people around you. That's actually not Christianity at all, to hate everybody around you.
Correct.
That
He's
is
using
that
it
is
as a
quite Catholic,
shield.
though. It's quite Catholic though to dislike people who are not part of.
That was kind of dope. But you can still be both. That was kind of cool.
It kind of reminds me of when every time GS got in a spot, he always used his kid as a shield in an argument.
Flo beat me to it because I have a hard time. This is one of my kinks in Christianity, Catholicism and shit. There's all these people virtue signaling that they're this Christian, this great Christian, yet they do nothing but spew hatred almost all fucking day. It's ironic.
It's a very simple answer.
Tommy and
But I won't be
Imperious.
able to. I can't finish. There you go. I can't. This is niggerdom. I'll be later. I'll later.
Be easy, pimp. Fuck on, nigga.
That is a
Flo, real quick, Flo. Just I think that OG's perspective on the Nazism and his whole trajectory and whatnot, right, does kind of buttress my INTP, FE fourth aspect. Like there's that kind of like I'm seeking FE, seeking some kind of family stuff. But pardon me?
I thought you were an INTJ.
I am. I'm talking about OG being an INTP.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if the INTP, this kind of seeking FE fourth thing, he's logical, so he's looking at the Nazis for what they are, and he also understands that what the hell are these people talking about judging a people, if you will, when they are just a group too, part of a group who do all kinds of ridiculous shit, right? In the name of the group or the whatever, God, mother, and apple pie, and everything, right? The same thing that the Nazis were doing. But the point is, and just a side note here for Flo is, the INTP, I know you think, it's kind of heavy on the SE and whatnot, but, people can kind of develop a little bit of their weakness and whatnot, right? Pardon me?
And the FE. I don't think he's an INTP, but
some people would say that I'm pretty good at FE, right? In other words, I don't go around fucking, So I think that, if he's high IQ enough, which he seems to be, right, he will be able to kind of mitigate that. But this fucking thing that he does with a Nazi just reeks of INTP, right? It just reeks of that kind of FE force, doesn't really, is seeking some shit.
I interpret it differently. I think that he's smart enough and charismatic enough that he can package his reasoning independent of the baggage, right? But in reality, I don't believe men get into red pill. Like, apparently underneath the woman hatred in red pill, there's some good self-development shit. I don't know, but I don't believe that anybody gets into that shit unless they're attracted by the woman hatred, right? I don't believe that anybody today finds themselves as part of that group unless they're attracted to the thing that is most observable about it.
Wow.
But the thing about it is, right? So I rally against the red pill constantly because men and women complement each other.
Yeah, I was just using that as an example. I'm not saying you're part of that.
Well, no, I know, but that's the understanding flow. Like, yeah, I am charismatic, and here's the thing: when I'm being emotional and I'm yelling, 9 times out of 10 I'm joking around. I'm doing it to prove a point. Most of the time it's fake. There are some times where I get triggered just like because I'm human and I get pissed off. But most of the time when I get loud and I'm joking and I'm basically joking.
What this has to do with anything?
Oh, my bad. Maybe I don't know what.
One of us is having a different conversation. I think it's you, but
I want you and Ike to teach me about the INTP and ITNJ. So
you're talking about the personality types. Yeah, no. So for INTPs, their fourth slot is FE, basically managing external people, right? Cynthia is great at it. She can talk to a person and manage them, the people around them, the mood and the environment. But fourth slot FE it means that it's valued. You want to be good at it, but you're weak at it, and you're weak at it. I just think that you're too good at managing the people around you for that to be your second weakest out of 8 functions.
What do you think he is again? So you think SE is high up there, but what do you think he is? ISTP? Well, definitely not ISTP because he's bad.
I hadn't really thought about it a lot. I don't think that's also a fourth slot FE type. I don't think that he's got fourth slot FE. I would have to get a little more thought, but I'm also not convinced he's an introvert.
I am an introvert. Like, I don't fuck with a lot of people.
I hear more extroverts say that.
wait.
But
But
hey, no,
he's extroverted.
Here's the weird part, right? I consider myself an introvert, but because I don't like fucking with people on the internet or on TV. Yeah, people annoy me.
Let me interrupt you. I need some clarity from Flo here.
When I talk to people, like, I met some neighbors now, and like we're friends, and we talk every time I leave my room. That's always been a thing for me, and I'm really good at talking to people. I just don't like fucking.
That's the one that asked Flo. But what about the introvert thing?
Let me ask you. Hold on. I want to jump in front of you. After you're done talking to somebody or socializing, are you drained from it, or does it like energize? What's more draining to you, being alone or being with people?
That's the hard part, because it depends on the quality of people and the type of conversation. Sometimes
let's assume it's good, right? You're hanging out with people that you like. But there's
sometimes it energizes me. Sometimes it just feels tiresome and draining. Like, it's about a 50-50. I'm gonna be honest. It's.
Thank you for giving me an answer.
Said, but there's a lot of them.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah.
Actually, I don't mind.
Did you hear that part? He said, but there's a lot of them.
I think he just said he's an introvert, that he does it, and he's good at it apparently, because this type of shit up here, I would say he even enjoys this type of shit. But I would also assume that he doesn't do this in his life. He doesn't chat up everybody in the fucking store he go to and chat up everybody in his life.
I do find myself talking, because when people are talking about politics, about science, about religion, in real life, I do talk to people. But when there gets to be so many,
that'll be intuition and thinking. But how do you recharge? Do you recharge? Oh, I'm gonna go to the sports bar, or do you recharge in a dark room by yourself somewhere? Or it could be
Very
whatever. But
good.
you get my
I
point.
think
How do
we
you
know the
recharge?
answer.
Oh man, that's hard for me because I draw. Man,
Alone.
no, not necessarily because like sometimes I recharge alone,
Okay.
but sometimes I get so fucking boring and it's like, nah, I need to go see
You know what,
people.
Flo? Yeah. Now you got me on shake. Yeah, an introvert would definitely say, "I fucking
you never
recharge
taken
alone
the
without a
test?
doubt." There is no question. Like it's not like there is no.
I
Oh,
think that
sometimes I
Ike is a
draw.
proper introvert. I don't know that I think anyone. El Perro might be an introvert as well.
He would be.
Yeah. Denizen, maybe. Yeah, I think that Denizen, Ike, and El Perro are
I'm
probably the introverts
INTP.
here.
I've tested INTJ at times in my life, depending on how career orientated I am at that point. But I'm INTP.
I am a cross of both, actually, introvert and extrovert.
No,
but
you're
it goes to who's within my social surroundings.
It
If
means you're an introvert.
Right. So if
Yeah,
you're
but
not,
how do you recharge, El Perro? Can you answer that? Like, do you recharge more alone? Like, fuck, I gotta go get my juice back.
Absolutely,
Well,
by myself.
yeah, then
I
you're an
appreciate my alone time, but as the extrovert, what I'm saying is when I'm in a group of people, it's not my alone time, and I recognize that.
Yeah.
So I convert to an extrovert, and I try to be a pleaser to in that get along thing. But that's it.
Well,
yeah, no, I
Absolutely.
mean you can tell by the way people move though. Like asking somebody how they recharge sort of implies like you're at idle. Like
I couldn't wait to get away from. That's recharge. I couldn't wait to get away. It drained
But here's
me.
the thing, though, for
Joe,
introverts,
you're an
if
extrovert
it's a
for
smaller,
I need
if it's a
this.
smaller
Like
group
in the
of
morning, I
people-
wake up and I need people. I'm the opposite, right? Before the internet, I got to go outside and meet 15 people on a corner. That's how I fucking feel better.
I could do without meeting people, but I do like meeting people and talking to people.
Yeah.
Like,
and you're
I
good
could
at
do
it,
without
right? Flo says something about how Cynthia handles motherfucker, and you're right. Flo, and you, by the way, are the best at it. OG is that way too, man. It don't matter what personality walks into this room. OG does well.
Well, so to answer, I can recharge if I'm like go play board games and hang out with friends, but I can also play a game or read a book or do a project by myself and get the equal type of feeling from being in a group of people having fun.
The recharge it is a good
So
question. I'm probably
it's
gonna
hard
go
for me-
to it from time to time.
It's hard for me to answer because like I get that energy boost. Like I know what you're talking about, like the energy boost where you're happy, you're elated, you feel like you can take on 1,001 projects. I get it from both.
It depends on the number of people and the quality of people.
Yeah,
An
and that's
introvert can get recharged off of small groups of introverts that are into the same subjects, topics, and conversation style.
And an
But the
extrovert can
social
enjoy his
component-
time alone.
The social component is what's draining for introverts, right? So I guess
Right.
my question would be if just at neutral, right? Assuming there's no spectacularly adversarial or whatever, like just normal human interactions, are you more likely to feel like, gosh, I need to get out of here, there's too many people around, or are you more likely to feel like I've been alone too long, I need to go interact some?
I'm more there, like you said, that purely the question you answered. I'm more likely to be like, oh, there's too many people. Fuck this. They can't get a word in edgewise. I don't want to deal with this amount of people.
I don't really believe you. I don't. And here's why. Here's why. Because I see you spend a lot of time on very busy panels.
But that's also the difference.
I used to do that too.
Most of the panels that I'm on are panels where you, Ike, Joe,
We can
Del Perro,
converse
or
back and
Dennis will
forth.
be on. You can converse. People manage it very well. I don't like going on panels where it's just people yeah, and every single
Right.
person can come on.
No,
like
yeah.
that annoys me. And
As long as you don't talk over each other, I don't give a fuck how many people are in the room, who, what background, even if they're
Yeah,
in periods
true.
calling me names, it doesn't bother me as long as they ain't talking over each other.
Joe, we know that you're an introvert for fucking sure.
For sure.
We got you checked on the box. I
Yes,
also am a
sir.
very clear introvert, but I think that, but yeah, chaos can be annoying, but that doesn't mean that you're not still getting energized by the external social environment. I think that you do get it because even when you're not talking, right, you will still be logged in and present in the social environment. Just that presence, I think, is something that gives you some.
I
boost.
think we're learning that OG isn't like the other girls.
No, we're
Does
learning
it
that OG is
matter?
Exactly like every other.
Does it
extrovert.
matter if you know the group or if it's a complete strange group?
It
Flo?
matters. You can be an introvert. I'm sorry, Flo. You said Flo.
It's where you get your energy from. People will get their. You'll get energy from either from being by yourself or from being with other people. Now, of course, it matters if nobody wants to be in a group of people that are throwing rocks at them, right? Like, so
Right.
these outlying, what about this? What about that? Like, it doesn't, those,
Right.
you got,
Oh, okay. It was just a question.
yeah, no, I
And
know.
I, and I think
You're not the, like everybody else, like half the panel has
Introverts
said,
can.
well, it matters if I like the people or not. No fucking shit.
right. You get up
It
around your
also
family, and
decides.
there's 6 of y'all in the family, and you're used to them every day. It don't make you an extrovert because you went to the kitchen and had breakfast with
Okay,
motherfuckers.
so that right there gives me the answer, right? Because the only time I get energy from groups of people and don't want to like go back home and can't wait to get back inside is
when it's
when
your
I'm around
people.
when it's my people, when it's people I
Yep.
like talking to. Like other than that, like and that's the thing. Some of you people, like actually everybody on this panel, I enjoy talking to. So I would choose a panel with you guys on it over a panel without y'all on it, and that gives
Oh,
me
we
energy
love you
and I
too.
enjoy it.
Big gay love.
Libertarian.
Have you ever lived alone?
Yes.
Do you prefer living alone or living with someone
Yes.
else?
Yeah, and I will never have a
He
roommate,
answered
ever.
that fucking fast, didn't
Yeah, he did answer that fast.
Jeez.
Yep.
I hate
Living with other people is a fucking
that
nightmare.
I hate having to take care of people, having roommates, having people. I want to have every room to myself and be able to have what I want. Like I hate roommates.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing that would make that better. The only
I
thing.
like the introversion is looking a little stronger, but I'll pay attention. I'll have to watch a little bit and actually put my mind to deciphering. I quit. I sort of trained myself not to just automatically start trying to type people because people really don't like it when you go unsolicited. You're like, oh, by the way, you're wrong about yourself. Let me tell you.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it's still a good conversation. Like, I'm interested in this stuff.
I can't believe you haven't taken the test.
I don't know where to take actual IQ.
Flo knows.
No, Myers-Briggs.
The actual Myers-Briggs test is kind of a product piece of shit, honestly.
Yeah.
And you can't really just go take the test. You have to be part of a company that got it in their HR package, you know. It's pretty expensive to do.
Wasn't the Myers-Briggs done by a mother and daughter initially?
Yeah, Myers and Briggs, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to say, Joe.
Someone send it in the back chat. I'll take it. Here we go. We do another bumpkin take a dumb test online.
I've taken tests that people sent me that when we've talked about this, and it always came back INTP.
I know because those and I got ENTP, even though that's not my type. Intuitive types are massively overscored on the test because the language.
Because no one wants to be a basic bitch in that, right?
Right, exactly. And the way that the questions are phrased, it's like, do you like thinking dynamically in big picture, or are you boring as fuck?
I'm dynamic. I'm absolutely
I'm the most dynamic.
Right.
A general net is what you're saying, Flo. They cast a general net and try to pull you in.
I just think the words are phrased in biased ways that over select for intuition.
Every survey can be twisted and come out with the outcome that you want.
Yeah,
by
just
the
by a
wording
simple
of the
word.
question.
That's true.
Yep.
So that's why I don't put a lot of stock in the test. I think it's a good starting point. But ultimately, you just kind of got to understand what the system is that you're dealing with, and then how it applies to you.
And
go ahead.
obviously, Flo. That's why it's basically about looking at the functions. One of the things on this point here is that I notice a lot of SI with SI in a particular way with OG, right?
Okay.
It's all all this SI shit and certain kinds of attachment to that kind of stuff, right? That was
You're
one
probably
thing,
right, actually.
Mhm,
With the
mhm.
you actually probably are right. And when I said I see too much SE in him, I said that right after I learned that he had ruined his eyesight by welding too much, right? Like that just So that
This sounds like okay. I'm sorry. This sounds like racism with extra steps, man. I'm just so fucking confused. What's going on right now.
Like astrology.
Explain that, Bumpkin.
This is like astrology mixed with racism, bro. Like I'm
Astrology
just
is
trying to.
racism for women. A personality test is racism for intellectuals.
Psychology is different from racism.
Psychology is just racism for intellectuals.
All right. Flow State said, and I quote, "I seen too much of this in him. If I said I seen too much black in the dude, I'm in trouble." All right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, dude. It's ridiculous.
What's the right amount of black?
I thought you were black, Lumpkin.
I got too much of it, apparently.
And OG's got quite a bit of black in him for a white guy.
It's because he grew up himself. Leave him alone. It's because
I was just gonna say, Chuck, at least 12 inches, huh?
Yes, sir.
What is all right? Look, I'm going homophobia mode. Next gay joke.
Hey, Pharaoh,
OG,
don't encourage
I
him.
told you this would happen if you didn't convert.
No. You told me that you told me this would happen because you just thought it would be funny to gaslight me and make people start saying I was gay. It had nothing to do with me being a libertarian.
Wait a minute, you're not?
Yeah, that sounds like a fun troll to me. Yeah.
Flo didn't have a lot of viewers when we were talking about the Charlie Kirk stuff. For one day, and then everybody started coming in afterwards. It was like 10, 15 people, and Flo basically turned to me and was like, "Oh, gee, we don't have a lot of people here, so I just want you to know by the end of this show, I'm not gonna call you gay. I'm gonna insinuate you're gay, and by tomorrow, the rumor is you're gonna be gay.
The room will be packed tomorrow.
Not. I kid you fucking not. The very next day, somebody goes, "Oh, gee, are you gay?" I'm like, I fucking swear to. That's when I realized I'm going to have to punch this guy.
OG and Bumpkin, what do you guys think about Charlie Kirk? You niggas say he died tragically. I'm gonna hunt you down and stab you. I'm not asking that. What do you think?
You
about
got
Charlie
my
Kirk?
address, Joe. Come see me.
No, I didn't agree with a lot of his politics. Believe it or not, I think that he was a lukewarm conservative. But I will say that being said, he did get turned into a martyr. So now,
what about Nick Fuentes? You a bigger fan of his?
I'm a bigger fan.
God.
Of Fuentes, yeah.
What OG? Charlie Kirk or Nick Fuentes? What you prefer?
Nick Fuentes, as much as it pains me to say.
All right.
Orthodox guy, I'm gonna get you on the. Listen, I've kind of. You're gonna hate that I'm about to say this. You know what I'm about to say.
That he's gay?
No.
Nick Fuentes is gay. I mean, come on.
I think our generation chose Nick Fuentes, and I think we kind of have to convert to that. Not gonna lie, be it through what you're.
I'm sorry, I like pussy too much to convert.
You're
to
talking
the
about the.
You know I like pussy, so I mean I just don't
right?
I don't quite understand.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like I don't. Nick Fuentes, like.
Intellectual niggas like y'all falling for that us versus them shit.
Yeah,
this is weird.
Well, yeah, and that kind of sounds like somebody made a choice of something they were looking for, but then in their choices they couldn't find it, so they chose someone else and converted. That seems the actual issue is the problem. People don't.
Well,
know what they really want.
y'all are not paying attention to the fact that I'm being resistant to Bumpkin on that because I'm going to forge my own way. People can either lead, follow, or get the fuck out of my way. Whether I'm right or wrong.
I'm with you there.
That's
Do your thing, man.
Fucking t-shirt. That's a badass $5 Walmart
Do your
t-shirt
thing.
slogan right there.
We need more individualism on the right for sure.
Yeah, that's the male equivalent of live, laugh, love. Leave, follow, or get out of the way. and OG thought he wasn't like other girls.
Oh, that's an old army slang from the service.
Yeah, no, I know.
Little Lippy, that shirt came directly from Walmart. I can already tell.
I'll BRB.
Yeah,
but no, like, and I don't disagree. Like, it sucks, right? I don't mind working with Nick Fuentes, right? I don't mind working with the Groypers, but I don't agree in lockstep with Nick Fuentes. And when he's wrong, I'm going to call him out. And I think more and more people, especially like bigger personality should, because you have to challenge somebody when they do dumb shit and they talk.
Okay.
They say like raping women is okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
you
no,
don't tell
okay.
that.
Nick,
Yeah,
Nick
you
was a big
wait.
psyop.
He's
Hold on,
skipping.
Joe. I'm about to step away for a second, just for a minute. But do you ever feel like Nick Fuentes is just a big psyop to see what kind of dumbasses will follow a white supremacist Mexican?
Yes. So let's go back to our
Hold on, let me
first.
wait one
It's a
thing before we
carny
move on.
game.
Yes,
It's a
that's why
carny
I
game.
asked OG. I didn't expect you, and no one expects you to be lockstep with anyone in philosophy, right? No one thought that, but you gave me the answer I wanted, but just by saying Nick over fucking Kirk, because both of them are too far off from baseline. It just, that's all I wanted to know. No one thinks you lockstep with anybody.
Over your baseline. That's the thing. Your biases exist, Joe, just because you don't see them. You do
That's
have
the
bias.
same with every person. So you that means
Yeah.
nothing.
So what is the baseline?
Morality.
But that there is no. My point is there is no baseline.
Morality and intellect.
Each and every individual, each and every group exercises their individual and group will onto the world.
We
Whoever
would
is
agree
stronger
with
wins
that.
over.
So for the purposes of communication, I'm trying to understand what I meant by baseline. We can agree that everything is subjective without getting into the word game and having I kill people. Yes, I am. Everybody wants to control somebody else and be a god and all of that bullshit. I am saying baseline is a motherfucker that wants to leave motherfuckers alone, worry about himself and all of that shit. And you got the crazy motherfuckers to the left who want to take everything from everybody else and give it to everybody.
That's not
Go
the
ahead.
baseline.
What's
I hate
wrong
to
with
see you.
wanting to control people?
Well, no, that's not the baseline. Humanity has always been individuals.
Okay,
and
we're going
groups
into the word shit again.
being-
Let's
No,
change
this is not-
baseline.
This
Change
is
the
not
word.
word. This is you are wrong, Joe. That
What,
is not
you're not-
baseline.
Okay, listen. Assume baseline. I chose the wrong word. From where they're supposed to be. No human. I mean, like now, humans, period, are so far. Everybody's immoral, shitty, and we think we fuck as many bitches, and it's fucked up. So
What are you
I'm not
talking about?
I'm saying yes.
No,
I'm
but now you're
agreeing.
making assumptions based on you and your life, dude. No. I've
That's
been
all I
celibate
got
for
to.
almost 5 years, bro.
Oh my God!
I'm
You
not
thought
going
I
on
meant
fucking
everybody in the
bitches.
word.
We're not talking about you.
No, but he's including everyone. Everyone's all doing this and no, they're not.
You really think I meant everybody is fucking every
Dude, people do charity work. People do great things and help other people. You're like, look at this world like everyone's going around butt fucking people, dude.
I think you're taking
I mean, a lot of people.
General
Joe,
statement.
let me
Here.
say something here and interest
a
of
lot
the
of people
conversation
are
between
going around
yourself
butt
and
fucking each other,
OG,
though.
right? So basically, you said baseline, but what I think you are really getting at is an Overton window. And it doesn't really matter what the phrase is, but you're taking this kind of an average of current attitudes, right? And you're saying, hey, this guy's not within the average of certain kind of current attitudes, blah, blah, blah. And this would be revealed attitudes as opposed to the ones that are hidden, for example, right? It's not the ones that people actually think in their living rooms, it's the ones that are revealed. And you're saying, hey, these two people, Charlie Kirk and Mr. Fuentes, are kind of outside that. They're outside the Overton window. I think that's what you're saying. Either way, it's a non sequitur. It doesn't really fucking matter, right?
Yeah. It was just an information gathering thing for me. I just wanted to see. It's like if I asked a motherfucker Trump or Biden, it's a trick question.
Well, the
right?
thing is, the Overton window is a non sequitur because it's based on current morality, and when you have to look at, I look at the whole of human history, right, and what was done throughout history. It is the human will to dominate, either as an individual or as a group, other individuals and groups, and enforce their will. And it is actually so. And I wouldn't even say it's human; it's nature. There are certain roles that the dominant figure in animals take that safeguards and protects the herd or the pack that we as humans should emulate. Because when you're cooperative that way, you make a stronger species. But because we're sentient,
But that
we're
would
able to make the
require
choice not
most
to do
people
that.
to be cooperative and not dominant.
Most
It's
people,
antithetical to your premise.
Most people,
what I see in nature is psychopathy is a very small percentage of the population wants to control people. The rest will look to that person to exert their authority so that they can maintain some kind of status quo.
Yeah, and
then a vast majority of people are followers. They don't think at all or even have a will.
I think the vast majority of people, even in their follower position, if they can get a leader who does fucked up shit, if it makes them uncomfortable, they're suddenly okay with control. If the guy in control is to their benefit.
And as humans, we want to keep things exactly how they were yesterday more than we want things to be better or worse for us individually.
Generally speaking, yes.
We're really, really, really fucking good at adapting to what is. And then being like, well, since we're not completely dying like 99% of everything else, let's not change anything.
It's because humans are inherently social creatures. We all know this.
I wouldn't disagree.
Well, I don't see any difference between what I was saying and what Dennison said.
No,
I just thought I heard you say that most people are will want to dominate.
Throughout history, there have been people who wanted to and I did say most, but throughout human history, there have been people who rally around individuals to both dominate individually and as a group.
Yeah, that would have been
all about
hard to
competition.
dispute.
There have been most people do want the power to be the dominant person. That's why the dominant person gets stabbed in the back in the group 24/7. That's why you have.
And Dennison is pointing out the fact that perhaps, interpretation-wise, that they can't. Most people can't, right? So the few whom actually can, who have the intellect, the drive, the willpower, and are not fucking quivering little bitches, right? Do it, and then the rest fall in line. And then when they fall into that group and they have this group behind them, all of a sudden, right, the balls grow and they want to go kill the other people across the river.
Yes.
So yes, what Dennison is saying is correct. They have the inability, but yet they will follow the motherfucker who can.
This is what I was accusing OG and fucking and Bumpkin of.
That's what I'm trying to tell Joe, though. That's human nature. That's going to happen. That's how.
Yes, listen, you don't have to tell. Okay, it's fine. You telling me it's human nature, but we're in agreement. That those things are. But I don't give human nature an out. It's human nature to to fuck everything that move, to be selfish and all of that bullshit. Do what benefits you first. And men, I'd like to think that men
actually, it's human nature to pair bond. Actually,
I like to think. I forgot where I was going.
You're just doing your regular morality shit that you always do. What do you mean you forgot?
You said right.
To our nature.
Same shit all the time.
That is
just because something is our nature doesn't mean that we don't try to transcend it.
Thank you, Dan. That's exactly what I was saying. I judge men by how they transcend their nature. The nigga who gets comfortable in it is weak to me. The nigga who sits up, and that's most people I talk to every day, and says, that's just life, Joe. You're not living a reality. Fuck you, soft ass niggas. Go jump in the lake, whether you're right or wrong. Right,
Joe.
Look, let's push something that Dennison is saying a little bit further, because as a matter of fact, right, even the people who say that they do not want to be comfortable with yesterday and they want change and so on and so forth, they don't really want to go all the way there with regards to shattering the matrix, right? Shattering all these artificial gray lines.
I think you're right.
Things, whether it's social, moral, or whatever, right? They don't want to really get the fuck out of their cages, right? And those, for me, just so to be kind of be soft here for one second regarding my particular disgust, is those are people that really do annoy me. The ones that those
are the street revolutionaries.
Yeah, exactly.
The people who carry signs and placards.
I want to change things, but they really don't.
Film
they
police.
Really don't.
The champagne
police.
God knows, man. I'm too old to be doing
screw them police, dude. Screw them police, man.
I get up here and I argue with motherfuckers. I intentionally find motherfuckers who I think have a little issues with racism or whatever the fuck I do, and I spend time trying to shoot some logic trains to make a little dent in there, make them question themselves. And fucking I get up every day and throw my fucking self in harm's way. Because I don't know if it's just because I'm bad or angry or whatever, but I like to think this because I am trying to change not only myself, other people, make a difference, and not be beholden to being some lazy fuck that's just a victim of fucking circumstance and nature. That's just how it is, Joe. Suck it up. I don't believe that shit.
I don't know, Joe. You sound like a cop. Be like, I'm putting myself in danger to benefit you. I don't know. Horseshoe theory, a bitch, ain't it?
I don't know if it's the bit of. I like to think that it might be just because I'm an angry kid, though. I hope I said that first, because most days that's what I think. I'm just too fucking stubborn and mad and stuff. But I don't know, man. I want to make your life better actively at night when you're asleep. I'm thinking, how can I fucking talk OG out of being so fucking goofy? Who does that?
But Joe, we already went down this road in some previous conversation where you already agreed that you don't have a lot of power regarding these people. That that the lemmings are gonna go down and fall down the hill unless you want to corral them. And as I say, form a cult and put them in some church and control them like sheep. Then you're just gonna go around playing whack-a-mole.
Well, that's the thing, Joe. You can't change me for being goofy. I'm God's goofiest soldier. It was
nonsense, nigga. You don't meet me, you're a much more racist fuck on the internet.
No, see, that's the thing. People think they've changed me.
I don't know about other niggas. I'm talking about me.
Joe, cool. You think you've changed me, but you've not done anything but actually make me engage truthfully and not as a joke, not as a person who's trying to be edgy, but actually engage my actual.
That's all I wanted to do. That's
not a change. These are the beliefs that I've had, even when I was just being a fucking goof off, saying I hate them because they breathe. Because whenever I would talk about my actual beliefs, this is why other white nationalists, and you can ask Bumpkin, most white nationalists do not like me because I don't hate them because they breathe. And I quite frequently point out that that's retarded.
Yeah, there's this constant. It's like, man, how do I express this? Because let's take what's happening in Europe, okay? Let's take what's happening in Europe, all right? I don't blame necessarily the migrant, okay? Because the migrant was allowed to come in, all right? Now, there are some circles that you would express that and you would instantly get called an idiot.
A race traitor.
Blah, 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 hoo-dee-dee-doo-dee, because you fundamentally understand logic.
I'm sorry, I'm typing in chat and I can't hear and type at the same time.
If you don't go with the narrative in any organization or group, if you don't go with the established doctrine and narrative, you are seen as a traitor and an outsider. Yes. Because I am an actual free thinker, I don't go with the narrative in these groups. Because the narrative in most groups, no matter how well-meaning, is fucking retarded and dogmatic. And I think that is what keeps humanity from the stars. And I just want to go to the goddamn moon. Okay? Just want to go to the moon. I want to look at it. It's pretty.
But it serves no purpose.
Is this to my oversimplifying shit? Is this all to do with belief, which is a scary word to even bring up? A belief in God, right? Because I'm a bit of a zealot, and it would direct the way I think. And does that mean that Ike is like, God, maybe? Oh, that's not important. Is that what it is? The motherfucker who's trying to feel like he got to heal the world? Is it just some religious bullshit? No, because a bunch of niggas think they're religious. I don't know. Because a bunch of religious niggas kill everybody.
They talk about the externally directed versus the internally directed. But, you can take Myers-Briggs as well and talk about it. If you're high FE, yes, you're going to be out there doing your morality shit and trying to find some kind of social harmony and try to rearrange and try to fuck around with people, basically.
Right. Guilty.
So you have a high FE person that believes in God versus another person that also believes in God, but they're not high FE or they're not high SE or whatever. The external extroverted focus is what is the main difference here.
I think go around trying to fix motherfuckers if you don't believe in God, Ike?
Oh.
This is the funniest study of etymology
you believe in
I've
the
ever
clay
heard in
pot.
my
Yes,
life.
you're trying to mold them into something. Yeah, it doesn't matter what the thing is.
Okay, thanks. I get it. Thanks.
I love this panel. I love all of you guys. No homo. But this is the panel when I want to talk about the moon and space right now.
I'm so down, Nicola. Stop it. Get a flat earther in here.
That's me in the panel. You will talk about race and etymology. You will.
I just don't understand everything is deducted. Like this has gone over. So I don't understand even the questions being presented and why they're being presented. Like you got to ask questions that actually mean something, not just like throwing them out. You know what I mean? I just been listening, and it's just
clarify that. I think I understand. But periods, if I'm asking questions, it is probably less to do with the subject at hand. And I'm thinking weeks and months in the future when I see this guy, I want to mold him and bend him in some twisted, fucked up way. And now I'm realizing it might not be the greatest thing, but I'm not really asking. I want the answer I'm looking for. You know, I ask weird questions because I'm looking for something else. You know, don't follow me if I ask a question. Oh, this is probably not obvious what I'm asking. It's probably something different than what the question sounds like. I just want to know if a nigga's racist. So I ask him, do you like NASCAR? Right? And it's nothing to do with NASCAR.
I love NASCAR.
No, but I always want to go down to the thing of like the question of is racism even a bad or good thing? I don't even like someone's got to convince me of this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't set these presupposed like assumptions. Like, someone's got to establish, like, we're talking this racism, like, what's bad or why? Like, I would argue that racism is a big reason why the human species advanced the way it did.
Well, me and you both are adults and we're both smart. So let's start this conversation with it'll have positives and negatives. So we must be talking net over here. So, right, in this conversation.
No, I'm talking either specific or general. Like
you mean racism could have negatives too. You're aware of that.
I don't think it does.
Okay.
I genuinely don't think it does, other than people's subjective feelings.
Let me ask you
if
this.
Somebody doesn't
since y'all are talking about Joe Cool in the chat, there's a joke here, but I won't make it.
People have been racist to me, but I don't care.
Well, you don't have to care. This will take 2 seconds. If a guy thinks Mexicans, and I'm going off a real example here, he'll take black people. This is even better one. Are inferior race, stupid, whatever the fuck, evil, whatever he thinks, and he goes into a grocery store and starts shooting all the black people. Suddenly, racism was a bad thing today. Will you give me that?
No.
Okay.
No.
It was.
That is not like someone doesn't.
Definitely. You definitely have to give him that.
No, and I'll explain why.
Well, Joe,
the immediate
let me
action
see
of
if
that
I
had
can bridge
nothing.
this here, because if you can explain something with a bigger category, such as stupidity, mental illness, then it doesn't have to be the racism thing. Similar to what I just said about the clay pot.
That is
like,
somebody
it doesn't matter
who is
what the
open
justification is, right?
That
if
is
this
a
motherfucker's
human
crazy,
being.
he was gonna do it anyways.
Paris, let him finish.
Well, it was about me, the question, but okay, I'll go quiet for another 30 minutes. So idiots.
No, Imperious, I heard Ike. You can continue.
As I was saying, it has mostly to do with impulse control. People get mad, and then they do things to people they perceive made them mad. It's not actually racism.
So,
okay, go ahead.
Are we saying there is no racism, and everybody who feels that way, we're gonna say that they're on the spectrum or they don't have it together? Is that what we're saying here?
I'm saying that they don't have impulse control.
So the racist, let's say I'm a racist and I go talk to a bunch of people who do not have impulse control, and tell them, so-and-so is evil as fuck, and they go murder him. Was racism a bad thing now?
No, because if they had impulse control, they wouldn't do anything.
Okay. All right.
Right?
No. I mean, true, it wouldn't do anything, but it doesn't
know.
discount racism as being bad in that example.
No, it doesn't. Year one, in that example, what if it is pure good to be racist? Like, for example, did you know for most of history, communities bred for racism and
I
for
granted you there are
conservative?
positives. You don't have to talk me into it.
No, I'm not saying that.
Racism isn't even the problem in that scenario, is what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, damn. But nobody can hear that. This is what I'm saying.
Wait.
When you
Well,
have
then,
a
since you
goal
understand, do you agree that racism
Here,
is
see, and then he
never a
just comes-
problem?
this is what-
Because I'm trying to give an example of when it
This is
is.
the
I thought I
Kevin Hart
gave two
problem.
obvious ones. So, Dennison, what's your position? That there is no racism, or it's not bad?
There's no reason to answer. The black sucked the air out of the room. Go ahead.
Yeah, but Dennison just suggested or alluded to what
I'd
I
like
was
an
saying,
answer
which
from
is
Den.
it's something else that describes it. You don't have to go to racism or whatever, right?
I don't have to, nigga. I got
I'm making a
independent will
descriptor.
and I
The black
want to.
individual sucked the air out of the room.
I know you're emotional. Go get a boyfriend.
I'm opposite of that.
Then is there racism?
You're the black individual, and you suck the air out of the room
is
because
there
you
ever
ask
a
stupid
chance when
questions that have no
racism
meaning.
is negative?
Yeah, because you can't even tell me.
Dennison was who I
every
asked.
single aspect of racism
I
in that
didn't
moment
ask
that could be
you.
a positive.
I didn't ask you. Can you give me any
See,
negatives?
you did in the beginning.
Imperious?
That's what this whole thing was about.
No. I gave you the positives,
Fucking
and I
children all
asked
the
for
time,
the
all the time. Always the
negatives.
children. Everywhere I go, children.
You need to borrow my belt, Ike.
Dennison,
It's fucking insane.
Dennison, Imperious. Any negative examples of racism?
None. Zero. None. Zip.
Den?
If I'm answering as Imperious, racism isn't the problem when you have problems that are attributed to racism. But if you want to be more specific as to what you mean by racism, then I'll give you a Dennison answer.
I don't want to be. That'll do for me.
I just want to say I just got a call about an interview. Y'all wish me luck.
Good luck.
It's not right now.
Make sure you cut the balls.
That's
told
good
you, boy,
advice.
keep it up.
That's good
Keep
advice,
it up.
OG.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be a fluffer at one of these stuff.
If you really want to stand out, OG.
Yeah, y'all be hurting my feelings so much sometimes. Makes me want to cry.
Well, it does pain on the dick that he can have.
That's good. Hey, that's good advice, bro.
What is going on?
If you want an advantage on those lazy fucks, take his advice.
You got to make sure you got to look at the dude when you're doing it, OG, like you care about him. You know,
Oh
he wants
my
that-
lord. Good luck, OG. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
You know I got your back, bro.
Shut up, Chuck.
Tell the guy you'll have
Chuck,
Tucker fuck him if he doesn't hire you.
Chuck means that in both ways because Chuck is a real one. All the people on this panel are real ones to me. I've had arguments with most of the people on the panel except for I think the only person I haven't argued with is Ike and Joe. Actually,
OG, Ike didn't give me a hug yesterday. I was asking for a hug and he didn't give me one.
Yeah.
I mean, do you...
I'm getting that shit where I gotta go outside.
Why are you stuttering? Yeah.
Ike, do you wanna give Imperious a hug? Like, is there a reason you're withholding the hug? Ike is like I am having to be.
Give it to us in the abstract form, right?
Did I miss the hugs?
I just wanted
Well,
to
I
hug
think we're
Ike.
just getting
You wouldn't let me. You know what I feel like Ike is?
Ike is like when
He's
you're
like
not.
that
Ike is
scene-
like. Ike is like,
Oh,
I will
you
be
know
your
what Ike
father
is
when
like?
when you don't disappoint me. You can have a hug.
You know what? Ike's like that scene from Jurassic Park, the first one. It's like Dotson, we got Dotson here. It's like Ike, we got Ike here. You know, he's like some secret spy guy.
Right.
What? God, dog, and I don't remember that part. And I've seen that shit 100 times.
With the shaving cream can?
Yes, at the table. Yeah, I remember.
Yep.
Right.
The candy bar
Yeah, the
guy.
scene in
Yeah.
Costa Rica with Fat Nedry.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Pay for the bill and shut up. That's what he told me. Shut up, pay for the bill. Don't get cheap on me.
Don't get cheap on me now, Dotson.
All right.
Come on, Ike. Don't get cheap on me now. I need a new car this year.
I'm gonna abandon you. I'm gonna try and do a little more editing. Then I gotta go to the grocery store. It's been great. You guys be easy.
Dude, OG, I really want to push D5 spine out of alignment, dude.
Whoa,
Like her and I,
Damn,
dude, it would be a
Imperious.
great night.
Come
dude.
on.
It really would. It would be
Jesus
such a
Christ.
great night.
Stop. Don't do that. Stop.
Disavow.
Yeah, stop. Don't do that.
But I love her.
Stop.
Didn't I already marry you off
And
to
I'm
someone
never
else?
gonna
You're
fap
married.
again.
Yeah, but
Tin's man.
Chuck's
Tin's
the
man.
Yes.
Chuck's the
Yeah.
muse love. Chuck's the muse love.
Dennison never gonna fap again.
My love comes with 6 pieces of lead, Imperious.
It sounds kinky.
Oh, it is.
They're formed in a string of beads.
Never gonna.
Rapid fire succession.
Whole start like a lawnmower.
You got it.
You know what I hate about the YouTube streets so much?
The people.
Yeah, no, the people that cause the conversations, like I feel like Imperious, and why am I drawing a blank on his name? Man, I am racist. Oh my god. Why am I drawing a blank on his name?
I'm the source of content. You know how many shows were on about me yesterday?
Oh my god, it
There
ain't
were 5
about
different
you.
channels making shows about me yesterday.
Imperious, that's awesome, bro. Amazing. But I was just saying that was almost right. It's like the biggest blue ball ever. That was almost a good conversation. Imperious and him at almost. It was right there on the precipice.
Well, you know how to get back on track. I can do a quick grift break for the GoFundMe, guys. If you like the content that we're producing and you really want to help out, for those of you who don't know, my house burned down. I'm doing a GoFundMe. I wanted to wait until after the holidays to ask for help. All the information is there. The link is in the description. Please, at bare minimum, check it out. If you don't want to donate, please share it. I appreciate all of you. And we can get back on topic. The topic.
Let me say real quick on that. I'm about to drop the link in my chat too. This is not my fundraiser, but I am dropping the link, and I did donate. So go ahead.
I appreciate you, Flo, and I understand Flo's hesitance, and that's one thing I covered in the GoFundMe. Is I'm making content out of this not to make money or to grift, but to people who donate to show them where their money's going, what we do, because I want to do full transparency. I tried to do everything I could on my own with my savings before asking for help for that transparency reason.
Wait. We're finally going to meet your gay boyfriend?
Oh, come on, Imperious.
Well, in order for you to meet my gay boyfriend, I would have to be gay.
No, okay. Misunderstanding. It was a misunderstanding.
I wonder why everyone thinks that.
He may be on panel now. You don't know.
See, that's called a circle back to where, Flo you were saying the story earlier about Flo. I got everyone to say
Yeah. No, I guess. Reacher, that's crazy. Dude, so Bumpkin and me, Bumpkin is my online best friend and my best friend IRL. And
but he's a prison guard.
Me and Bumpkin and my IRL best friend have always had, every fucking time I'd be like, love you, proud of you. And my friend or Bumpkin would look at me and be like, we're not beating the homo allegations. And I'll actively try my best.
You're working against the cause.
I'll actively
but you're playing right into mine. Thank you.
Bumpkin reminds me of the singer from Blues Traveler.
Is this where the baton comes into play?
I'm just glad I'm not the one being called gay anymore because of the edit I made. I'm just
glad about that. I've worked with prison guards. I know how you fellas are.
Me trying to live my life not being called gay. This panel.
You gotta lean into it. You gotta own it. Lean into it. Take it.
What you really mean is you got to push back.
See, there it is. You're doing it right. Chuck is teaching him how to be gay better.
Chuck is teaching him how to lean back into it. Yeah.
This got to be grooming. This gotta be grooming.
You can't get groomed, bro. You're old enough to know better.
It's got to be grooming, bro.
This is an older man grooming a younger man, though. I will say, Dusty.
This is bully grooming.
Yeah, Dusty.
It really is. It really is.
You might have to answer for this.
This is not the first time though that I've weaponized similar tactics. I'm pretty sure. Don't tell her. I'm pretty sure Lindsay is on the brink of believing that she's got multiple personalities.
So, Flo, I have a question though, Flo.
I have a genuine multiple wrinkles.
Flo, can I ask Flo a genuine question? I have a genuine, serious question here. So, Flo, do you not like Wilson, or do you just kind of want to feed and get money off of him?
It's not. It's a little bit of little column A, little column B. So I don't respect Wilson.
Correct.
I don't respect.
So you
Wilson,
don't actually want to hurt, bring his channel down or destroy.
I'm not.
him,
No,
right?
I don't have the malice that you have. I have a hefty disrespect.
Yeah, because I've terrified. I hate the guy with a passion. It's
No, I probably wouldn't do much to stand in the way of anything. I'm not.
Well, no, why has nobody, Flo? Can you? I just want to know why no one's reacted to his Patrick Bet David interview.
I've only seen a bit of it, and I haven't seen anything.
Well,
what's there to
now,
react
Orthodox, am I allowed
to?
to talk about this? I know you like him, but are we allowed to talk about this or no?
Oh yeah,
like
no, like, you guys can talk about whatever you want. I just won't participate in it.
I like
well,
Bet David. Yeah, no,
okay,
I
well, they're
haven't
both
finished watching
grifters.
it.
If you know corporate hire, Patrick Bet David's a grifter too. But let me. I just want to ask this question: Why are people not? And Rachel got real mad and got me to
Well, just put it out there.
Why is anyone questioning saying that his only son was killed? Why are people not questioning why that is the
Because
biggest,
it's none of our business.
No. Okay, there we go. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, Chuck, go ahead, answer.
So I just leave the family things off the table. Now, Rachel, and it's just, of course, it's just how I operate, right? I think that Rachel is on the table because she is not just a family member; she's an active participant in all this shit. But I just feel like the subject matter here. The subject matter, I treat as sacred, right?
Okay, but I'm just saying this in a court of law. He opened the door because he made the lie.
I know, but I'm not. I'm operating out of my morality, not out of court of law.
No, but my morality would be: how dare you stand on the grave of a child you never knew and was never yours?
And if you do, and I have no issue with you doing that. I'm not. Yeah.
No, I don't know why people don't see that. It makes me more angry that
what is the claim? What is the claim that he made that's in that? Because I don't actually know.
He said, "My only son died." Okay. 1 was not his kid. 2, he never knew the kid. 3, the kid never lived with him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, unfortunately, Imperious, we have to end this because I did get a dono, and I'm pretty sure I know who it's from. So, thank you for coming, Imperious. I'm sorry. I don't mind the conversation. Again, I just won't participate in it because I like Andrew.
And I guess I think that if he is lying about that situation, then I think that it is also equally egregious, right? As attacking somebody for their dead kid is kind of trying to take, it's like stolen valor, right? For having some tragedy that you didn't actually experience. But I personally don't know the situation well enough to know if he, and I have no interest in diving down that road.
Yeah.
I'll take his word for it, and then if it comes to my attention that it's been an egregious lie, I'll shit on him for that then. But if we're just talking about stretching the word from my son when it was hurt, I'm just gonna let that ride. I'm not gonna. There's plenty of other things I can criticize the dude for.
Correct.
Yeah, I typically my singular rules are no family. Honestly. That's the one important.
Unless they put themselves out here too, then they're fair game. But if they're not involved in it, you leave them the fuck alone.
And can anybody verify? I believe he is Orthodox Christian.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So the one thing I have an issue with him is the foundation element that he poses all the time in this force doctrine. Because that's opposition to Orthodox Christianity as a Christian nationalist that he poses as well. So he contradicts himself by posing that the force doctrine and its principle that you don't have inherent rights, that men by force delegate the rights to the women, and that's not what Orthodox Christianity says. It's a house in order.
He'll sidestep that by saying that force doctrine is not prescriptive, it's descriptive. But either way, force doctrine is really he invented that. I believe that he invented that phrase. Force doctrine is not a thing, and it's underneath the hood.
It's actually military doctrine.
No, I don't believe it is. No, it's not. Dig into that. I'm pretty sure he invented that shit. And underneath the hood, it's actually a stupid as fuck theory. It's nothing. It's just saying men are stronger.
Well, it's just support for his own insanity in the grape situation where he says if a
But to
woman
call it force doctrine, right? 'Cause you thought it was military, and I thought it was something more too than it was. He just put some window dressing on it to try to give it clout that it doesn't have. It's just a simple ass thought from a simple ass dude who packaged up right.
which destroys his entire Orthodox Christian foundation of being that Christian nationalist,
which was weak
That's
to
what-
begin with.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, but I mean, like I was telling Imperius, that he takes the totalitarian components of Catholicism and leaves behind the other ones, right?
Pick and
There's
choose.
Christianity in all forms has several different aspects to it, and Christian national. I mean, you know, let's be real. If you read the red letter verses of the Bible and what Jesus said, and then look at Christianity today, the two are not really. He was an anti-institution. He was like me. I'm more like Jesus than these Christians.
Oh my God, Jack, settle down, Jack.
Mr. Talcott, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I don't know why you guys can't help me with my agenda.
Welcome to the show, good sir. Z blah 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 blah. I can't say your name.
What's happening?
Is this Chibaba?
It's your friend Dibalba.
Oh.
Chibaba.
Rocky Balboa.
I mean, I can't hear anybody else. Like, hey, new guy, talk.
Oh, it's the
what's
guy
up?
it's the guy that comes on your panel sometimes.
From Cambodia.
Yep.
That's
What,
him.
like, okay.
Holy shit! I was on another heated panel, but okay.
Yeah,
well, you look
Everyone's chilled here, right? Let's hope so.
I mean, more you're just having a
Until
conversation.
Mike shows up.
Okay, that's good.
But no, like, so, like, I'm not going to participate in the Andrew talk aspect, but I will participate in the Christian aspect.
Which,
of it, right?
hold on a second. Why? That literally just went right in the face of the virtues that you said that you held before I went and took a shit.
I just said that I just said that y'all can talk about it. I'm not going to participate.
Well, I know. Why aren't you talking about it? That's my point. You just
because
said
I disagree. I disagree with
They
you.
are tied together.
Well, understand, we weren't so much talking about Andrew, but the distinct differences of what he poses. That's the real argument.
That's what I wanted.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter who it comes from.
Christian aspect.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I
we
wanted
can
to
drop.
get
So we can drop Andrew, but stay on that topic.
Well, I'm pretty interested in the
principle's
fact that
not the
Andrew is
person.
above ridicule.
Oh yeah,
Andrew is a fake Christian. That's the problem.
Well, no, I mean,
Well,
for
Andrew's not
Orthodox guy
here
won't-
to defend himself.
So
Andrew's not here to
fucking what?
defend himself, Flo, and I wouldn't talk
So
about you,
fucking
Ike,
what?
Innocent, or Chuck.
That
That's
bitch
just
talks
how
about all
that's
sorts
how
of
I
people
am.
without letting them defend himself.
Well, that's gay of him to do.
I just want to point out, I think it's fascinating that after all that grandstanding you were doing about how you think that Fuentes and even leaders who are wrong should be criticized, you're going to sit here now with your.
I
dick
agree
tucked
with
between
him.
your
I
legs
don't
for
disagree
Andrew.
with your
It's crazy.
criticism.
Huh?
I don't disagree with your criticism. If I agreed with your criticism, I would do it. That's not
confused.
grandstanding.
No,
I just don't
I'm
agree with your
criticizing your behavior right now, though.
Well, my behavior is consistent. I don't
Okay,
disagree.
so if you disagree with Andrew, then he is within criticism's range.
Well, no, you can criticize him. You can criticize
No,
him
no,
if
no.
you disagree with him.
Then
You can do it on my panel.
can you?
You missed the question.
I don't disagree with.
Can you find something?
Yes, I
my
just
God.
did.
What?
Wait, go ahead. My mic cut out. Like I thought I just criticized him.
Okay.
Like if he's gonna talk shit
Here.
about people and not let them defend themselves, that's gay.
No,
It's gay as
okay,
hell,
shut
and
up!
it's weak.
Shut up! No! Don't be a knight of the round table right now. Can you criticize Andrew if you disagree with him?
Yeah, everybody can.
Okay, I mean, because it sort of sounded like you were not going to criticize Andrew, but wanted to move. But
No,
like
with
you-
this particular conversation, I don't agree with y'all's criticism.
okay, so you agree? Okay, so you're not saying that he's above reproach. You're just
Fuck
saying
no.
Okay.
Fuck no. No,
All
you
right,
should
well,
know. You should know better than that.
That's why I was kind of behaving that way. I was like, "What the fuck got into your internal, or I don't know."
Yeah, easily misunderstood statement earlier. Yeah, I get that, Flo.
All right, I'm good. What's next?
Imperius just sent me something funny in DMs, and I'm not gonna bring it up, but all I'm gonna say is, God damn.
Well, how can we goddamn if you're not sharing it?
Ask Imperius for it. Like it's well worth it. Anyway,
Yeah, Imperius, send it to me on Discord, I guess, if you got my Discord.
Yeah, you would especially
or,
appreciate.
Or you forward it to me. I don't know if you know.
I got you.
I'll open my Discord probably sometime next week.
Maybe.
Let me see.
So,
But no,
what are you guys doing for New Year's?
Andrew is not above reproach, and nobody's above criticism, in my opinion. And I just don't agree with y'all's criticism, so like I don't plan on saying anything about it.
Flo, what do you think
Because
about
I don't agree with it.
What are your feelings regarding the charge of hypocrisy? Right. Well, first of all, just regarding this whole Andrew thing, as expected, right? Like I don't really give a fucking flying fuck. Like me saying I don't give a fuck is even like, you know, you get the point. Like me saying I don't give a fuck already fucks it up for me.
That's
I'm
par
just
for
like,
the course.
Yeah. So, but what I'm wondering, so first of all, I don't see you as the type, obviously, that would be going around like, oh, this guy did stuff with his family. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what are you, the fucking Matrix enforcer? You know, that's number one. But number two, when it comes to the grift, you know, the opportunity, blah blah, that 100%, right? But hypocrisy has always been something that's kind of been like, just logically seems a bit off to me. Meaning, you're a hypocrite, because you say this. That who lives up to their ideals? And unless you're trying to do the FE thing of protecting the people who would otherwise fall for someone else's bullshit, right? What are your general thoughts regarding hypocrisy? You see where I'm going here, and you can use Andrew or whatever else, right, as a way of kind of talking about that topic. Somebody says A, but they do B. Go ahead.
So refine that. You're asking me what I think about hypocrisy, or I think that there was more to that
because
question.
I think that from what I could glean from part of whatever the general criticism of Andrew is that he's kind of a hypocrite, right?
Yeah.
So generally speaking, what I say, which is true, it's a truism, that everybody's a fucking hypocrite. But
Right.
Insofar as you're talking about, well, what you preach versus what you're able to do, because everyone has ideals that they cannot meet, right? And
Right.
on and on and on. Hence, it just becomes kind of boring because everybody can just point fingers at each other about being a hypocrite. But what are your thoughts about that in general? And besides the grift, do you actually have any particular, do you have like an anti-hypocrite thing against Andrew or whatever?
So hypocrisy, yeah, everyone's a hypocrite in some ways, but I think that there's kind of a common, at least there's a standard, right, where everyone, you know, fails sometimes, but we all try to, you know, have some humility and be better. Andrew puts a target on himself because he doesn't share any of those same characteristics. So I suppose it's less me being offended by hypocrisy and me just being given a green light to lean into the sort of, like, I like attacking, like I like conflict. And so I'm constantly pumping my own brakes, right? But when somebody like Paul or Andrew, right, these people operate in such a despicable way towards the people below them or around them or who are in weaker positions than them. They are so abusive down the power hierarchy that I basically feel like I got a green light to just sort of channel whatever my malicious sadistic core is into them.
Makes sense.
I get it. I think the biggest hypocrisy is the virtue signaling from their position. Like I said earlier, if you're going to pose as this Christian nationalist, but then skirt around issues with this force doctrine, I see through it. Most people won't, but I see through it. That's definite hypocrisy.
There's also another thing is how he says like women are all used up by a certain age, and if they've had this many partners and having children and cuckoldry and all this, and his wife is like the representation of all the things, that he says you shouldn't engage with. It's like, how the fuck does that work? And then if you question that, it's like, don't talk shit about my wife.
The other thing, I think for me at least, is that when somebody's, you know, making claims and acting the way that Andrew does, within, and you're around, right? At some point, silence becomes agreement, right? And so I think that people like him, like Rob, like Andrew, all these loud mouth, full of shit motherfuckers, who bark their shit. I mean, if you bark it in my vicinity and I keep my mouth shut, A, you're insulting my intelligence by thinking that I'm gonna buy that shit, and B, you're insulting my spine by thinking that I'm gonna just sit passively by and allow you to do your fuck shit.
Well, the unironic woman hate and talking about women annoys me because men and women compliment each other, and that's like I'll jokingly say put them back in the kitchen and like participate in the woman hate as a joke because it's funny to me. But
yeah, for me,
it
it's
is
more of
my
just the yeah. Sorry.
no. You go ahead, Ike. Go ahead.
You all, you're out there with your fucking harmony shit about like, oh, men and women compliment each other. I'm like, yeah, fine, I get it. I'm pulling your legs a little bit, but for me, it's more just the disgust factor that I feel towards men that talk about women, right?
What do you mean?
It's instinctive. It's instinctive. Like a bitch ass nigga disgust revulsion shit is instinctive, right? There's no like
True.
logic. Oh, it's like, or you see a bitch ass nigga doing bitch ass nigga shit or kitchen nigga shit as I say it.
Are you talking about
In other
yourself?
words,
Or?
pardon me?
I said, are you talking about yourself?
Record scratch.
Fuck you. What is this guy? You always coming in here with your fucking stupid FE turnaround shit. Like, oh, I say something. Oh, how about you? Like, come on, man. What is this, grade school? Anyways, as I was saying, bitch ass nigga shit, which is kind of clear in most cultures, what men do not do, right? Is sitting around fucking talking about women is one of it. And instinctively, you know that it's fucking wrong without bringing any logic into it.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the harmony shit you mentioned, right? We compliment each other. Our job as men is to protect the women of our society and our women in general. And that flies in the face when you're sitting there saying, "Oh, they're all used up whores," and I'm just like, "Are they though?"
I don't think you can criticize our current political environment or our government without criticizing feminism, though.
Well, criticism of
Feminism
feminism is
and
not
women are not the
criticism
same
of
thing at
women.
all.
Yeah, completely different.
I don't
thing.
think I don't think that's the problem with the Wilsons, though. I think the problem with the Wilsons is it's an entire thing that they set up because look, Rachel Wilson takes care of the chat, and Andrew talks on usually most of the podcasts, like in real life, like IRL podcasts. But the problem is that Rachel is there backing everyone up. Backing
She's a
everyone
feminist, is what you're
who's-
saying. She's the
Well,
she's
no,
the
no,
perfect
the
embodiment of an
Crucible
empowered
crew,
feminist.
she protects them in the chat and gets the admins of whatever show he's on to ban
Yeah.
their fans, and that's the problem because as much as he protects free speech as he says and stuff, he ends up banning it, and he wants to ban anyone who has anything against wrong. Anything wrong.
He's a coward,
against-
right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I
Well,
agree.
I'll give you an example. That there was one night that Rachel was dogging 10th Man in the chat, something fierce.
God, we've heard
And
about
when
this from 10th
and
Man.
when 10th Man tried to reply, he was told that he had to go up on panel and address Andrew. He wasn't allowed to address Rachel, even though she was the one down there slinging all the shit.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
just
that
a
whole thing-
weird
that whole thing was-
dynamic.
Yeah, no. And that's why I made a special carve out for her, right? Like she does not get the family member kind of common courtesy
Free
coverage.
pass. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the worst one of them.
Well, if you're going to
Agreed.
insert yourself into a situation, and this has been something that I've always been told, like in regards to women, if a woman is going to put herself in a man's place, then how else are you supposed to react to that?
Expect to get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. So like it'd be different if she was a quiet and humble wife and didn't insert herself in the politics. In the
She
stream.
has man hands.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not even questioning her wifiness. I'm just saying she puts herself in the position of a man in the conversation. She doesn't get that friends and family discount of protection, you know? So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Stubby knuckles.
Now, if she was just being like the ultra humble wife, obviously she would get that. But you can't participate. This is what this is why I don't like.
She's let's call it what it is. She's ratchet and white trash as fuck.
Well, I'm ratchet and white trash as fuck. I can't be a hypocrite.
Do we call you Rachel now?
Call me Rachel.
I'm gonna call you some names probably, but I'll wait a little bit for you to stack up more evidence of how you refuse to insult anything or criticize anything that the Wilsons do.
I'm literally joining in on the criticism. The fuck? I don't know you shit, old man.
Old man,
I'm not saying that you owe me shit. I just want to see how long you'll lie for them.
Let go of the clout.
I can see what you're saying.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Can you guys see my rat? This is my white rat. This is Scott Chesney.
Oh, I thought that was Axe's rat blood hanging there.
No, I just happened to find it about the same time that he pissed me off yesterday. But on my search warrant, there were two snitches. One was a white guy named Scott Chesney, and somewhere around this house, I've got another one of these that's black, and it's a black guy named or black rat James Rich.
Ah, you still hold animosity towards these fellas?
You should.
Forever it's stuck.
They're snitches. You should.
I don't really hold grudges, but when I do, like it's like eternal until.
Flo, you have a super you should read out.
Oh, I do. All right, thank you. Right on. Crawl Rust says Wilson's equals too much too soon, too fast. Their flame out is coming. Fuck yes, it is. Agree entirely.
Well, what happens is this is a typical scenario. You take somebody who doesn't have anything,
but
they find themselves excelling all of a sudden in the financial world.
I disagree.
And it overtakes.
Really? I don't think that everybody who comes up in the world does it in such a disastrous and trash way. Right?
Well, I'm saying that the money went to their head is what I'm saying.
Right, I get it, but I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's my own naivete, but I just feel like there's ways that people can come up from poverty without just being malicious.
Oh, yes, I agree. Well,
I have to be malicious towards you. What makes you think that I'm lying for the Wilsons?
I just want to hear how much. That's what I said. I'm wait until I've stacked up enough more evidence. I really have
is lying the right
because, like
word?
I said,
I would call
I
it
don't
a
expect
firewall.
other people to pick up my fights for me.
No, that's not at all what I'm thinking.
Maybe lying was the wrong word. Maybe lying is the wrong word, but I just want to see how much.
I would call it a firewall.
Caping.
Well, I don't have because again I've been very honest with this. Like I'm a right winger. I tend to stick with right wingers. I don't have any issue with the Wilsons other than if Andrew does create a space where he can run his mouth and talk shit on people, that's big gay. If you're not going to let them defend themselves, that's big gay as fuck. I voiced my things with the Sarah situation, my belief on that. From my understanding, everybody was paid and all the debts and stuff were done, so I'm good on my criticism with that.
I didn't even hear that, but yeah, I got no issue there.
What about the fact that he's a fucking asshole?
Yeah, but like I said, you don't owe me anything. I'm smelling a little bit of like I don't know, cultism. Maybe I'm wrong. I need to observe more.
Well, I'm not an ortho bro. In fact, I argue with ortho bros all the time. Like, whenever I'm around,
your name.
whenever, it's literally I'm making fun of them. It's literally
I know. I get it.
Okay, I was about to say,
It's
but
misspelled.
like one of the things that annoys me is you talk scripture with the ortho bros. Like, well, on what authority are you coming to me? And I'm like,
shit. Yeah,
I'm like, I will punch you. I will punch you in the face. Fuck off. Like you want
those are the true subs of ideologies right there.
Well, it's annoying because they want all of the piety of being a Christian with none of the effort because they don't want to be called out for their bad behavior by their fellow Christians.
Yeah, I
they
agree
go on
with
one
that,
authority.
100%. Yeah.
But somehow, I'm the degenerate, even though Andrew taught me about Bambi Sissy Hypno. training.
My brother in Christ, Flo. I defend you just like I defend Andrew. I'm like, Flo is the homie. Flo is my friend.
That's fine.
Like-
Maybe I may have been too reactive. That's what I said. I'm gonna wait for my criticism. But yeah, the Bambi. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, I did not. I have no idea what that.
What do
Do
you?
you know
I
what
don't know.
Do you know what sissy hypno shit is?
Fuck no,
No.
and I don't want to know based on the name. You keep that to yourself. I will block your fucking phone number, sir. I swear to God. Like I have a feeling that Flo's gonna fucking he's gonna tell
What
me.
are you referring to, Flo?
I covered it the other night and 2 nights ago. I'm referring to either like, it goes from ASMR all the way up to straight porn compilations, but it's a type of hypno thing that you're supposed to listen to while you sleep or whatever, and it's affirmations to help you with your transition.
What?
But it's all focused on. It's not like you're a woman now, and it's like you're a filthy cock whore. It's like all the.
This is an actual.
See, now those are the real misogynists in society, if you
went-
ask me, are trans men or trans
It's a really
women.
weird rabbit hole that I went down because Andrew brought it up as some sort of self-defense. You'll have to go back and watch it. I'll grab it for you, but
No, Vanta, you should hit the panel either way. I don't know what you walked into with what Flo was talking about. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about space and shit, and Flo's like tranny hypnotics. All right.
Well, how do you think I've been training everybody to think you're gay?
You just got- every one of your shows is just you subliminally messaging Orthos
Look,
gay.
I'm just here to
all
cause
over.
chaos and see how many straight people I can turn gay for my own amusement.
Oh my God, the gay agenda, folks. Flo's turning the frogs gay. But no, that's fucking weird. All right, that's a criticism I have. Why the fuck do you know what that is?
Oh, he's a DJ.
Not Flo, because Flo said Andrew taught him. Like why the fuck do you know what that is? That's obscure. That's some obscure nasty. That's just fucking nasty.
Well, I'm
Because that's what
suspicious of
he's
people
looking
who
for.
think that the government should decide, what your sexual proclivities are. Right? Like the Republicans that always get caught playing footsie in the bathroom. You know what I mean? Methinks the lady doth protest too much. Like the strongest opponents to certain types of lifestyle and behaviors usually have like oppressed desires of those same behaviors that they oppose.
Fair enough. Like there is a line that you cross when opposing something where it's like, I don't know, bro. I feel like
The
you
panty
just
line?
hate it because you can't be it. Yeah. Yeah.
We had one yesterday.
I was thinking the same thing.
Like it's okay to oppose something and have a few conversations here and there about it and why you oppose it, but when you start getting like foaming at the mouth, fucking just like it's evil, it's bad, kill them all, like it's weird.
We had that conversation yesterday with a fella. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, some D5 says, so when Melanie listens to it, does it say, you are a fur coat? Hounds love you, run to your hole.
No, that's just the voice in her head. His head.
Yes, Distance Lights. I played this clip for to give my exacerbation on my sadness because I just want to talk about space, man, and then the panel be like, you're going to talk about race and gay stuff, all right? You're gonna talk about politics. I'm just like, I just want to talk about the moon and space. I'll play it one more time for your viewing pleasure. I'm Bilbo Baggins. Flo in the panel is Gandalf.
I'm Gandalf.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's literally y'all. When I'm like, I want to talk about anything but race, y'all pull up like, no, I'll play it. No.
Well, the problem is which one applies to your daily life the most? This real life interaction or these dreams of going to space?
Fair enough, Chuck. Damn it, but I like talking about space. So, Flo, speaking, you mentioned the rat, right?
The what?
You mentioned the rat that you got hanging up, and then somebody mentioned Axis, rat blood. I saw your post to Tarek. What is that about?
To who? To Tarek?
To Tarek, however you say
Oh
it.
yeah. And I've not been paying really hardly any attention to him. But what I picked up is he and Rat Blood are basically threatening me and other people for what they perceive as supporting Snafu. Now, I don't support Snafu. And I also don't support Lena. I think they're the same fucking person. Just one has a dick and one has a vagina. Maybe.
Yeah, you said that on Cynthia's. Like they're basically the same person.
Yeah, and so I don't support either of them. But when people are threatening me, trying to tell me who I can associate with or support, fuck you. So I immediately, when I saw those things, I sent Snafu 2 Cash Apps for $20 each to show support and posted it. Like, you dumbass has been watching me for 3 years and you haven't learned a goddamn thing. Nobody's ever accomplished anything by threatening me to change my behavior, ever. Like, I'll self-destruct.
Yeah,
I just spoke to Tarek like literally like 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
He was on
Good luck
Cage.
with that.
He was on Cage thingy, and they were arguing, and shit went down. Yeah, wasn't pretty. Eventually, Cage got angry. He kicked me out as well because I spoke like one word, but like, you know, I'm not on either of their sides, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, whatever.
What you'll realize about the unhinged masses on YouTube is like the reason I fuck with people I fuck with is most people on YouTube will be friends and then go be enemies and then be friends again and then be enemies and then just trash each other. It's like, I don't have time for that. Y'all can fuck off and keep that. Because like, look at Mad Mystic and Snafu, for instance.
Oh Lord.
They rocked with each other and then all of a sudden he's talking shit on her. You want me to pull that up, Flo?
If you're curious about how the tranny hypno shit came up.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely want to know how he knows about that. Yeah, no, I need to know.
So this is I covered. Oh, and Lil Wing, member for 6 months. Thank you for 6 months of support, Lil Wing. I was on. I'm not sure how well I have this queued up. It's called overload induction hypnosis. It's a really good theory, Andrew. You're welcome.
It is. Well, hang on. Overload induction hypnosis was my thing that you took from me, fucker.
No. Where did you learn it
from you?
Where did you learn it?
Overload.
Well, that's a lie right
Let's
there.
slow this back down to normal speed.
Hang on. Overload induction hypnosis was my thing that you took from me, fucker.
No. Where did you learn it
from you?
Where did you learn it?
Overload induction hypnosis. I was talking. Hang on. I'll go back and show you my Bambi Sissy Hypno film that I.
Bambi Sissy Hypno film. We'll get to that. But look me in the eyes and let me tell you that if you don't know what that is, you probably just want to wait for me to explain it to you. I did the research for you.
Negative.
It's sort of a blue waffle situation, right? Don't search the word. Look up what a blue waffle is. If you don't know what Bambi Sissy hypnosis is, I'll explain it to you in a little bit. But Andrew, on your own devices.
Bill that I did. Overload induction hypnosis. I was talking. Hang on. I'll go back and show you my Bambi Sissy Hypno film that I did.
Bambi Sissy Hypno film that he did. I would like to take you up on that offer. Please provide me a link to whatever the fuck it was that you
Never
were
did get provided
referencing
with a
there,
link.
where you think that you, where you're trying to claim that you covered overload induction hypnosis, because you're lying for sure. And here's how I know. Bambi sissy hypnosis is it's part of the transitioning process for transes. And there's a whole, it's and hypnotizing you so that to accept your new identity as the other sex. And some of them, like I'm looking at the search. So I mean I can keep playing this if you want, but basically he brought it up to defend his knowledge, claiming that because he basically stole something I had brought forward and then presented it as his own right there. And I called him on it, and then to defend himself, he referenced this other sort of hypno fetishism, right? And so while I was tracking down, to try to build my case why he's full of shit and he's got poor character, is in part of that process, I looked for Andrew Wilson's Bambi sissy hypnosis. And what I found is weird fucking shit.
That's like, there's some shit you couldn't waterboard out of me, bro. And like, if I had ever created one of those videos, that would be one of those things. That is fucking wild.
And I guess apparently, yeah, I see you, Lou. Apparently my end could not hear the clip. I don't know why. I was triple sharing screen, right? So probably somewhere there I got lost, but I'll drop the link and I'll make this public. Now I put it on members, but I'll put it public again so that anybody can watch it who wants to.
Like that is wild. That is wild. That is.
How do you get to that level of? I mean, coming from Andrew's pedestal, we'll call it. How do you delve into something like that? Not by accident.
I mean, yeah, it is possible that he did tranny porn research as part of his uber conservative agenda, right? It's possible, but
would that been on behalf of Marte then?
Right, but yeah, so that exactly. Thank you. When you stack all the sort of things that have happened around him, you got Marte, you got him saying that men are prettier than women, you got the fact that when under stress, he kind of panicked and went and referenced the first sort of hypnosis his brain could think of, and it's that shit. I mean, and then when he told me where it was, he offered to provide a link, which I still am waiting for. I request it. But I did try to on my own to look for it. Later on, he says it was on episode 2 of some podcast, someone else's podcast, right? At first, he said it was a short film he made. Then later, he's saying it's episode 2 of whatever podcast that. So I looked that up, and I did find that podcast Through the Looking Glass that he did several years ago on someone else's channel. Episode 2 is not there though. There's episode 1, 3, and 4. Episode 2 is missing. So it's just like, yeah.
I get the feeling OG must be watching that film as we speak.
That is fucking.
OG, you watching Hypnosis? Bambi Hypno?
Yes, I'm watching Bambi Hypnosis. It's what? No, I'm not. It's fucking. That is crazy.
Not even for.
I could have.
Not even for science.
I could have. What scientific?
To see how long it takes you to turn trans. What do you mean? What science?
Flo, isn't OG coming out of the closet enough, or does he got to go further?
Till he taps out. Till he says, "Uncle."
Trans is back in the closet. Trans is
Yeah,
when
you're
you're like,
right,
I'm not
isn't it?
just a gay man, right? I'm actually a woman trapped in a man's body.
That's way far. That's even further in the closet than it started, isn't it?
Yeah, you like went into the closet and you found there was like a loose panel on the wall in the closet, and you opened it and there was a whole nother world down behind the closet.
You fell into the wall cavity.
Yes, you fell into the wall cavity.
It's funny. So what y'all thinking about that silver? That silver?
That's like.
What do you think?
That's like. It's
What do you
like the
think about the
land of gay.
Chinese thing, Flo, with the silver?
You
Refine
should
it.
have fucking come to the show yesterday. We were talking about that
Refine
markets, and you
the
was
Chuck.
nowhere to be
That
found.
question's too open ended. I don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
two
you did
questions, Flo.
the first. Go ahead, Denny.
Would you agree that historically there's been deliberate and extensive shorting of silver when it gets to a certain high price in
Yes.
order to keep it from going parabolic? And do you see that has stopped or ceased, or what has been overcome?
I mean, I think that's exactly what happened the other night when it launched to what $83, $84 an ounce, and then immediately plummeted to because they were triggering the people who had their stop loss set at $75.
Right.
So the way that the markets work is, and I think my understanding is that J.P. Morgan did it. So these big banks, they can see where
Yeah.
different futures contracts are set at. So you'll know that there's a bunch of people who have stop losses set, sales contracts set at $75. If the price of silver
And you can
drops
see exactly how much there are too. You know the number of orders as well.
Right. So J.P. Morgan, 2 nights ago, I believe, was able to flood the
How
market
is
with
that
their own
fair?
silver holdings, and then
That's the
that
futures
drove
market,
the
buddy.
price down. Right, that drove the futures price down, and then that price drop triggered these automatic contracts to fire, and then that pushed it. So they basically used their leverage to force the automatic mechanisms in play and push the price of silver down.
Now they used to do this at 30 or 50. Why are they doing it at 80 now? Why have they let it get so high? Is it because they've accumulated more silver assets? Like, what's the deal?
You can only, because the more rigid you are in trying to retain it, the more likely the entire thing is to just bust.
So just like it's just a consequence of money over time and inflation.
Yeah, and I especially think that inflation is accelerating.
Yes.
I want to be transparent. Because Imperius asked me who banned him, and he thought it was Mr. E. I have never received, nor have I been offered money by Andrew or anybody
Mr.
related to the Crucible in any way.
I've received a $5 super chat. No, I've received more than that. I've received about $25-$30 from the Wilson family over the years.
I
But it
mean,
never. Yeah, good.
I've just never received money from them. I just agree with them politically for reasons that are my own. I just happen to agree with those. Maybe if I looked in them, I'd be stronger or didn't like them. But Imperius, no, I did not receive money from Mr. E or Imperius.
But even if it's an imposter delivering the message,
what do you mean?
I mean,
in other words, he isn't any of the things he proposes, is what he's saying.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I will say, for the record, when Andrew is not being challenged and he's just able to like factually, refer to things, I agree with most of what he says. He's just not good at debating or arguing, and he turns into a total queer, and he says these really stupid things. You can tell how he doesn't really believe half the shit he says, and he turns into like a big puddle of, queer.
Yeah.
He's a drunk liberal who's made a caricature of a conservative. It's
right.
He's a carny. Yeah, he's a carny.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
grifter.
Yeah. There you go.
Fair. But so the information on the markets, man, I wish you would have been here because we had a nice little conspiracy theory gossip about money and markets and finance. I wish you would have came here for it.
Oh,
It was awesome.
The article I'm referring to, Flo, is January 1st. The Chinese are going to take total control of any export of silver from China.
Yeah, so that just plays more into it, for sure. Also, that reminds me, buy electronics now. Probably, I'm figuring it's a good time to buy a new phone, buy a new whatever. I'll probably get another Shure mic. Just so
the company says, I was reading the article that a lot of these companies are going to start reclaiming products in order to get the silver out of it.
They're already doing that.
Well, on a bigger scale, from what I'm reading.
I think a bigger development is solid state batteries.
Yes, that is really good for space travel. By the way,
Yeah,
What
so
is a solid state battery?
it's basically it's an advancement in battery technology that they're wanting to use for EVs and other things that the batteries last longer. They don't erode over time. You know, you recharge your cell phone 1,000 times. It's faster charging, longer, more power, and less erode. Just an all-around better battery. But it uses, instead of lithium, it uses a whole lot more silver. And so if we've got solar panels, EVs, space shit, right? If with all this, like the demand, here's the thing about silver.
Now the JP Morgan shit makes more sense to me.
But it's from Taiwan, not China.
The demand for silver, I mean, historically, the silver gold ratio has been like what, 1 to 15. So silver's about a 15 as valuable as gold.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so the gold has always been like the reserve currency type deal they don't fuck with. Silver is what people fuck with and manipulate and trade with throughout human history.
They manipulate gold too. It's just
it's the more affordable gold.
They do
It's more
manipulate
accessible
gold,
gold.
but it's not done in the way they do it with silver.
Right. Anyways, yeah, so I don't even know what the gold to silver ratio is now, but it's closer to like 40 or some shit, 50. It's like way off from the historical average. And so we're in a time where the dollar is losing value rapidly through inflation. So we've got all the facets that would make silver a good investment asset. All those things are happening now. But unlike any other time in history, we've got unprecedented industrial demand for it.
That's what's one of the things that's going to drive the prices of silver up, and I think that's why they're one of the reasons they're dumping it.
Well, did you also hear that China is going to start restricting some of its silver exports? And that's because they have a very large technological resource that they have to provide for themselves. So they're not trying to restrict it as an influence on the monetary market, but only as a reservation for their own technologies. And that's it. But that alone will also drive up the price.
The more silver is required for these technological developments and inputs, the more it's going to become less of like a financial class asset and more of like a national security concern, right?
Yep, more like gold again. Yep.
Well, if it turns into a national security, then the government will seize it.
Yeah, they'll certainly try. But I think I think that's sort of a last resort thing. You know, there's a billion other ways that we can try to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what are they going to seize? The certificate? Are they going to come and take flows?
And so that's the game, right? Like first, those markets the paper silver will explode, and invest. People still holding paper silver will lose their bag if that takes place. But right now, I think what's happening is that the silver, they're still trying to hammer down the silver price so that industrial users can try to pick up what's around still for on the cheap. Because if that price gets away, then Samsung is fucked.
Yeah,
Tesla,
a lot of technology.
Tesla is fucked. So that's something that's interesting. Is Tesla? I was looking at on my Vanguard app earlier, and Tesla is one of the highest moving shares today. People are buying Tesla. Why the fuck would you buy Tesla if it needs silver as an input, and their input is losing its shit off the charts?
Late
dumb Canadians.
I mean, I don't know the answer, but my theory would be that there's so much money being moved around by institutional investments, right? For IRAs, 401ks, things where people automatically contribute each month and then have it set up on auto invest that they don't ever think about it again. Well, those institutions then can move that money where they need it. And if you need to keep Tesla, for instance, from losing its shit because its inputs, that could be a way that you use other people's assets that they have in group accounts to kind of control and stabilize the markets.
I don't think historically that's been able to keep Tesla up, though. It's
before we keep going, we got to take a little usury break. I was sent a picture of something adorable for the ladies watching.
Me?
Oh. And there's a cute little deer. It is awesome and adorable. Let's go.
Bambi hypnosis?
That is my Bambi hypnosis. All right, look, my Bambi hypnosis. All right, my Bambi hypnosis better than Andrew and Flo's Bambi hypnosis.
And I don't think it's so much support of Tesla as I think Flo is more accurate, that it's a balancing mechanism against the silver. We have to realize they can't let silver go skyrocket. That would debase that US dollar, like he's saying. But if they can leverage it, which is actually what they do, and I'm going to say around $125.
That's what I'm reading. That's what I'm reading too.
I'm rolling off memory. If the silver gold ratio went back to its historical sort of average, then what? So gold's at like 4,500 an ounce now. Then silver would be at about $450 an ounce. A little bit less. It'd be like 325.
That would be ridiculous for industrial purposes.
Right. But that historical average, again, does not include the fact that we have massive industrial uses right now. I don't think like this is. I don't know. It's just.
Well, I see the EV market is going in the opposite direction. They're getting away from the EV. The push isn't there anymore.
Correct.
It was all socially engineered, because look at what you can do with EVs. Like the government can completely control your car. That's not a conspiracy theory. Like that's an actual fact. Anybody with a computer and the internet.
Not for nothing, but I can
It
control
depends.
your
It
Chevy.
depends where you buy it from.
I mean, but even
from
the
my
fact
laptop.
that EVs are the push for EVs is slowing. You got solar panels. You got like look at it. We're completely surrounded by technology constantly.
Well, and that's one of the largest uptakes of silver is the solar panels, but they've even got a new technology that's a chemical transference to electricity, and it's based on the same thing. It's going to collect the light rays, but it's using some kind of plant photosynthesis to generate the electricity.
Solar is such an inefficient stupidity.
Yeah, but wind is worse. I wish we would
Wind is
realize
worse.
that.
Wind is absurd.
Yes.
Yeah, like wind is like very like these green quote unquote green energies are very specific. Like we need solar for space travel, right? We can use wind in environments like the deserts and some mountain areas, but like the efficiency rates are crazy. We should just go with nuclear power or fission if possible.
Oh yeah, they're horrible. Even solar panels aren't efficient. The best ones are 15 to 20% efficient for what you're buying.
but I suspect that, yeah, the timing on this too. I think that we want to walk it. I think that the powers that be want to keep the silver price down through the new year, so we don't start off the new year with, that number right there being a big reference point and indicator, right? If you start off the year with $85 silver, then
they're talking triple digits.
I would buy that for sure. I mean, I've literally bought 5 ounces earlier of physical silver, and I bought a lot more than that of paper silver.
All right, let me ask you a question. You got that bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you bought.
Mm-hmm.
How would you go about getting rid of that bar, and what would be the price comparison to what the price of silver really is to what you're going to get?
So if I sold this bar at spot price today, I think I spent $2,400 on it, and it's worth what $7,800 now. So there's definitely a profit there. I also kept the receipt when they sent me that motherfucker. I kept the receipt with it for sure from that shows where I bought it from. And that is a good question. I've never sold any silver, so I probably
how would you go in the other direction in order to get rid of that bar?
I'd probably I'd start asking people first, but I'd take my receipt and my silver bar to a couple pawn shops or jewelry,
The places where you buy silver, the places that sell silver also buy it.
That is true. Yeah. Yep.
But not for the same price, right?
Well, for more is what.
That's why you give.
hope
They give spot price. They give spot price.
No, what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, if spot price is for this bar, let's say, is $8,000, and you walk into these places, because I've sold a few coins back in the day, and you get below spot price at a lot of them.
Yeah, they have to make a profit.
Yeah, but if you buy a spot price of 4,000 and you sell a spot price of 8, but you only get 7, you're
you're
that's a
still
good
in
trade.
front. Correct.
So I think the split is between bid and ask price. There's a spot bid price and spot ask price. But I'm on SD Bullion's right now website. This is where I buy most of my shit. They're offering for an American Eagle of a random year, they're offering 72.57 for a Canadian silver ounce. It's $70.57 is what they're offering.
Okay.
So 70.57 versus what are they selling it for? 84.44. So there's about a $14 difference between what you can buy it from them and sell it to them. But that spread is smaller than the spread between what I bought it from them for and could sell it to them for now.
Right.
Yeah, people, whenever they talk about pricing of physical goods, they don't factor in and this is more of a company thing instead of an individual, but like they don't factor in the fees, the profit margins for the people buying, and the transportation costs.
Right.
A lot of the times. So.
I just hope that motherfucker that got my 30,000 in silver back in 5 years ago. I hope he's choking on
it. Brother said 30,000 in silver. That sure as hell beats 30 pieces of silver. That's crazy.
They went in there when the ambers were still burning, and them motherfuckers went in there and snatched that shit.
You had to know who it was that did that.
It could have been a number of people.
Because I don't show my shit off like that. So
I don't either.
It had to have been somebody that, if it happened to me, it had to be somebody I know, and I would be like, comically large crowbar, you're being drafted again.
For the record, I have moved the silver bar just so that everybody. I am no longer using the silver bar here on my desk with me. Don't anybody think about it.
Oh, I don't blame you.
The silver bar will be the new fucking holy grail.
You're letting Paul hold it for you, right?
It has been Paul's holy grail for a minute.
Oh, for sure.
Wait, is Paul on a quest for your silver?
So the first time Paul and I ever got into like a big explosive out in the open fight, he said, I don't remember the exact words, but basically he said that I don't have anything, blah, blah, blah. He was calling me poor.
No value.
Yeah. Happened to be sitting beside me. And so I grabbed it and I said, you grab something in your surroundings that's worth $3,000, which in hindsight is like $3,000. But
every time you showed that bar, he slobbered.
Well, because he kept bringing. The only reason I kept showing it is because he kept bringing it up.
Yeah.
So then, like over time, he'd start to do things like, "I'll bet you that bar." Like he kept trying to get me to enter into some sort of bet, like what you want me to bet that I'm telling the truth, and if I'm not, I give you my bar. But if I am, you're not offering me anything. Like, what kind of a dumbass fucking bet is this?
And if he wins the bet, then the bar is worthless.
But it's like at best, I stay where I'm at, or I lose my bar of silver.
I feel like he should have to, if he's gonna make a bet, you should have to cover that bet with the value in cash of that silver. If you want to make
oh, Wizards, you're making me jealous.
Oh yeah, Insane Wheels. It's so when I got this bar, it's a 100-ounce bar of silver. I showed it to Katie, and she looks at it and she goes, "I want a gold one." And then like, "You bitch." They don't even make commercially available 100-ounce bars of gold. That'd be like $500,000.
I mean, they do. Actually,
commercially
they do
available?
in Saudi Arabia. They have the gold ATM that you can just get a bar. I mean, technically, you're correct, but wouldn't that still be considered commercial, though?
You know what?
I may have shot myself in the foot with this one because you may be correct, but wouldn't that still be commercial? I don't know. Either way, it's funny.
This is why I'm convincing people that you're gay.
Holding it is commercial, or is not commercial.
But I'm
Trans
not.
is commercial.
I'm just operating this bar of silver. I'm not driving it.
Correct.
I just
Right.
want to
You're not
point out the
saying
reason
that.
Flo wants me to be gay is I'm right. I care more about being right than I do people thinking I'm gay. But go ahead, Wizard.
But can both things be true at the same time?
No, two things can't be true. You be quiet.
Where's Pretty Vanta at? Where'd he run off to?
Oh, that was funny. The sovereign citizen silver bar. That shit had potential.
But I'm about to run off too and do a few things. I still got some daylight. My audience, I'm going to raid you over to OG unless you're shutting down.
Actually, yeah, it's almost 3. It's almost 3. I am. We've almost been going for 3 hours, so I'm gonna.
I do plan on doing a stream later tonight. This one was just sort of impromptu, and it wasn't what I expected, anyways. But anyways, I will find a different.
You got a subject matter?
I think so. I'm not ready to blurt it out though and lock myself into it.
You're not going to do the OG is gay again, are you?
Not unless there's some new development in his gayness.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Anyway, Chuck, I know as the messy girl of the community, if let me know if you find any new developments in OG's gayness, the gay arc, the gay curve of his trajectory. And
it could be profitable.
Oh my God.
Well, you know what, Chuck? If there's profit potential in it for me, let me know, because then that curve might take a sharper turn. Then
be the first man in history forced to be a homosexual for profit. That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure that's happened before.
Yeah, I thought it did.
Homo hypno. Be blessed.
Be blessed, yo.
You shutting down?
Yeah, I am. We've been going for like almost 3 hours. Or actually almost 4 hours. My apologies. You got any final thoughts?
About the moon.
It's still there.
Go fuck yourself.
Yes. Go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Pray the gay
My
away.
final words: if nobody's told you they love you today, I love you.
Oh, thank you, Chuck. I'll put you back if you want to chill for a little bit after the stream. I gotta take Tucker out, but I'm gonna do my monologue. Genuinely, guys, I love you guys. I wanted to branch off into my sci-fi universe from the space talk, but I had actually good fun with Ike, Flo, Chuck, El Perro, Imps. I appreciate all of you for watching. Like I said, I am gonna make more content. I am gonna stream more. I do appreciate all of you. I love and appreciate y'all. I got to take Tucker out, so I don't have time for a long monologue. But God bless you all, and thank you all for chilling with me. Y'all have a wonderful time. Thank you, Wolfpack, for sharing that link around. I appreciate it. Thank you, the Panelverse, for sharing the link. And for Imps, I want to say, and even Flo, like, if there's any thought, like, I haven't received any money from anybody related to the Crucible or Andrew. I just agree with Andrew's politics. And because I like Andrew, I don't talk shit on him. Just like I don't talk shit on Flo when I'm over in quote unquote enemy territory for Flo. I just go, Flo's the homie. I'm not going to talk shit. Like, if I have a critique of anybody, I say my shit, and I will always be that way. And if you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself, and that goes to anybody. But yeah, that's all I have to say on that. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to be working on some artwork, some music, and my sci-fi universe. And pray for me that I get this job. I believe it's one of the remote jobs that I applied for that is very high paying and good. And I need that right now. So please pray for me. Keep me in your prayers. I'll keep you in mind. And thank you all for being awesome people and an awesome audience. Y'all have a good one. Good. Bye bye.